What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Slackercast. I'm Greg. With me, as always, is Dustin.
What's up?
Lawrence, who really loved Halloween Ends.
No, we're gonna talk about that in a sec. My
And
what the fuck?
the member of us who has probably the lousiest taste in video games out of all of us, Joe, the not-so-pro gamer.
This guy.
It's Jay.
This guy.
What's
Oh,
up?
Joe. I call him Joe. Because
Mike,
he's Joe
dude,
Schmo today.
Mike, dude, there's 3 other guys in this chat, man. Why me? What did I do?
King Lawrence.
I gotta show you all this fucking uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, look
bro,
at how they
sit
treat Dustin in this hotel room.
No,
I've stayed here before. I don't know this like substitute chair or something.
Where do you even get a chair like that?
Where's my fucking comfy chair at? That's what I want to know.
That's the chair. That's the kind of
should
chair
be
that
no
will fuck
chairs.
up your spine. You'll be a cripple by the end of this trip.
I'm fucking bougie, okay? I need my fucking nice comfy chair to sit in at the desk, okay?
Where are you
fucking
at?
Wi-Fi's not working here. I'm in Tupelo, Mississippi.
So here's the
There's
question:
no like paintings behind you, no decorations. It's just blank.
Is that
walls.
chair?
It's a boutique hotel, but I'm not feeling real boutiquey right now, so
What does that even mean? A boutique hotel?
it's like
Do they fix
niche.
your hair and shit?
No, I mean they do have some. You can get these custom fitted jeans that cost like $400, and they like wrap the fabric around you and measure you and stuff.
Oh.
So here's my question: is that chair more or less comfortable than one of the little fold-out chairs you can buy from Walmart for like taken to a ball game or something?
It's well, no, the ball game chair. Well, like a ball game chair? No, I'd rather sit in a ball game chair than this fucking thing.
Great,
Oh,
good
they fluff your
this
nuts and they put a chocolate on your pillow.
Hey.
Exactly.
Can you get a massage at this hotel?
No, I don't think so.
It's not bougie
Sean
enough.
Watson ain't gonna stay there.
I feel like they're fucking you.
There's no spa and salon.
There might
Sean
be
Watson
a
does
spot.
not
I've never
approve.
looked. I've never looked into it. I can't put that on my corporate card. So
All right, so today we're going to first, me and Lawrence saw Halloween End, so we're going to discuss that. Then we'll jump into our top 10 list, which is our top 10 all-time favorite video games,
Great.
which is a list definitely designed for Jonathan.
Yeah.
He is
This is
the
Jonathan's list.
he is the biggest gamer amongst us.
For sure.
What the
But
fuck?
Lawrence, so we went and saw Halloween Ends last night.
So
We did?
how'd you like it?
It was a
Greg,
biggest
let
piece
me
of
ask this
shit.
question. Why did they come back to make these movies?
I don't know.
What the fuck was the point, man?
You've been asking that for 20 years.
Man, no, they
movie
said
was
because
missing was
dumbasses
Michael
like
Myers
you
on a
would go
fucking
watch the
skateboard.
movie, that's why.
they were like after the Rob
Dustin's
Zombies, after the Rob Zombie movies, they came back and said we're about to go hard. It's going to go back to the originals and things will be better. This is just like the Rob Zombies.
They're better.
the same-
Honestly, the Rob Zombie movies are better than those.
You know what?
Exactly.
They are. That I hate
That
to
is what I
admit it, but
came
it's
away
true.
with. They
I
should
mean,
have stayed home.
honestly, I don't mind the zombie movies. So
I don't
mean,
need
the Rob
it
Zombie
now at
movies.
this point. I'll never complain again. Great, you said it. Halloween 4. This looks like a masterpiece compared to these.
Halloween 4 and 5 are masterpieces compared to Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends.
But
I
I'm
won't
gonna say,
shit on 18 so much because I think Danny
18.
McBride did all right with that one. But
yeah, once he left, I guess they just said fuck it. I don't know what they did. But
Fucking
yo,
ball.
I said this. Like, I hate Laurie Strode. I
do
hate
too. I
that
fucking
chick.
hate her.
Who is that?
Jamie Lee Curtis. She
Oh.
could.
Oh,
Bringing her back to the franchise was the worst move in movie history because all she did was ruin it. The movies then became about her. They were no longer about Michael Myers. They were about her redemption story,
Her surviving.
her survival.
It's like no one asked for that. And the thing was, she got lucky. She didn't fucking survive nothing.
I got
Wait,
news
you
for
said it.
Laurie Strode. People were pissed when she showed back up after Resurrection when we thought that bitch was dead to begin with.
They hated her then, I thought. People cheered in the theaters when she died in Resurrection.
damn.
Did she die in this movie?
No. Lawrence, talk about this movie.
He said, no.
She should
So-
have, man. No,
So
I don't want to
go
spoil
ahead.
it.
Go ahead.
Go-
No,
can you
no.
spoil?
Spoil away.
No, Laurie Strode doesn't die. Michael Myers fucking dies.
Well,
How
Did say ends.
fuck did that happen?
Michael Myers spends most of the movie just getting his ass kicked. Almost every scene you see with Michael Myers in it, he's getting his ass kicked.
What's up, Ben Grimm?
Which is very few scenes. All right, so basically what this movie did was they start out with this scene of a guy going to babysit, which was weird already to me. A guy babysitter, that's weird. But he goes to babysit this kid.
That wasn't that bad. Like
For that time, it was.
I mean, I don't know, because the whole thing with the guy babysitter thing, I liked how they were kind of bringing it back to the beginnings. Like now the babysitter might be evil. He was all right at first. After the first 15 minutes, you realize, where's Michael Myers at? And then 30 minutes goes by, and you're like, where the fuck is Michael Myers at? An hour goes by, and you realize he's not coming. Then he does come, and it sucks.
But you got the best thing, Lawrence. You got two Michael Myers in this movie. You got the new Michael Myers and
Mike
the old
Myers
Michael
in this?
Myers. Yes, he may as well have been because this movie was a fucking comedy.
That would have been fucking fantastic.
But no, so this kid accidentally kills the kid that he's babysitting in a game of hide and seek, and then he fucking goes crazy afterwards, pretty much, and becomes new Michael Myers because he's tormented and bullied. So he gets bullied. He ends up fucking getting knocked off a bridge or some shit. Goes into the sewers where guess who's hiding there? Michael Myers. Then he kicks
sewers, huh?
Then he kicks Michael Myers' ass, takes his fucking mask, and goes on a killing spree with Michael Myers' mask.
What?
And also, he's dating the chick that survived Michael Myers in the last movie. She falls in love with him because they have something in common. They've both been through tragedy.
What's up, Dan? Oh, my God. Why are they surviving Michael Myers? It's not what it's about. He kills people. You don't survive him. It doesn't matter about your perspective.
Sounds like a real fucking stupid movie.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
It was horrible. I'm going to tell you this, Dustin. If you thought Halloween Kills was bad, End is so much worse.
I mean, there's not very many movies that I've shut off in the middle of them, no matter how bad they are, and Kills is one of them. And that one was so bad that I refused to see this one.
This movie had no redeemable qualities whatsoever. There was nothing to like. Absolutely nothing to like in this movie.
Social media and everything else, I'm like, yeah, no fucking way I watched that.
It was funny when you asked me, did Michael Myers really ride on the back of a motorcycle?
Well, I kept seeing that.
Well have.
I kept seeing that on TikTok. They were saying, but I guess it was like something that they wish would have happened.
I said this earlier, but we were talking over each other. The only thing this movie was missing was Michael Myers riding a skateboard. That's it. And doing fucking kick flips. That's it. That's all it was missing.
He was like a Pokemon.
Maybe that might have made it better.
Greg, he was like a Pokemon. He was summoned at the behest of the babysitter. The babysitter controlled him and sicked him on whoever he wanted to. And I was like,
at the end of the movie, they basically pin him down on a fucking table and just torture him. They cut his neck, they cut his wrist, and even though he's survived explosions, being shot in both eyes and all that other shit, for some reason, bleeding out is the way to kill Michael Myers. You got to bleed him out. That's it.
Why not think of that?
And I guess like the whole neighborhood had no jobs. They all came out to watch them dispose of his body in a trash compactor thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then after it's all
like a parade, and I'm like,
the town gets together and they fucking crowd surf Michael Myers to this fucking trash compactor place and put him in a giant metal grinding machine and grind him up into 1,000 fucking pieces.
Like
I feel like at this point they're just joking around.
Yeah.
And the sad part is like us talking about this. We're not even exaggerating. This shit actually happened the way we're saying it happened. It was horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's enough of that. That movie can go kick rocks. But
yeah, so our review of Halloween Ends. It fucking sucks. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. It's not as far as I'm concerned. Halloween 2018 and beyond is not canon anymore. The Rob Zombie Halloween's more canon than these fucking movies.
Yeah, they're not canon. They don't exist. They've been excised.
I mean, they were made, so they are canon.
Shut up, Dustin. We're not going through this, okay?
Can we talk about something that's actually good, like House of the Dragon?
Absolutely. Let's talk about House of the Dragon.
Man,
I was watching those episodes tonight. I got one more left, episode 9. But yo, it's getting so good right now. Oh my God.
Oh, it's House of the Dragon is hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah,
it took a while, but yeah.
No, it didn't take a while. I was in from episode 1.
It's kind of a slow start, but
it's Game of Thrones.
So you asked me earlier, Dustin, am I team black or am I team green?
What?
Yeah.
Team White.
I already know your answer, and I don't fucking like it.
I'm team green, man.
Why? Fuck Team Green.
Why?
Fuck Team Green.
Is that Allison?
The only cool person on Team Green is fucking Amon. That's it. That's the only reason you like Team Green.
Right. So that's Allison, right?
Look,
Yes.
It's like I told you.
I'm Team Green.
Allison was loyal to Viserys the
was.
entire time. She never left his side. She never abandoned him once. She was there to take care of him while Rhaenyra was out there whoring around, going to fucking brothels
uncle.
and everything else, and fucking her uncle and all this other weird shit.
Or
And then
Funkle.
comes back in the very end and is like, Daddy, I'm sorry. I missed you.
Nah.
No.
She tried to have babies with her gay husband. It didn't work out.
That dude didn't even want to be there.
That's why they fucking fake killed him, and he fucking ran off to the fucking whatever it's called.
Well, we have
He
the
went to
finale
gay
coming
place.
up soon. So
Rhaenyra was his favorite daughter, and she was supposed to fucking take the throne. And Otto is a sneak fuck, and Laris is a fucking sneak fuck, and he likes feet.
Laris is a sneak fuck.
Yeah, you'll see, Lawrence, when you watch episode 9. You'll see what I mean when I'm saying.
Okay, can't wait.
There's just more characters to like over there on Team Green.
I almost cried when fucking Viserys died.
Who's better? Rhaenyra.
Spoilers.
Rhaenyra's better than Alicent.
Yeah, spoilers. Sorry.
Damon.
Is she though?
Yes.
She's more villainous than Alicent.
Nah, she's like an anti-hero type. She's more like an anti-hero.
Okay.
Alicent's a sneak fuck too.
But for good reason.
No, her dad is a sneak fuck. She's just kind of a pawn being played.
Yeah, but she plays into the game, and that's what Rhaenys was saying.
She didn't have a choice. She was thrown into this shit.
Dude, they cut her son's eye off. Or such a thing.
He deserved it. He was being a little bitch.
Exactly. She's had more loss than Rhaenyra has. What losses Rhaenyra had?
Alicent hasn't lost anything except for Aemon's eye.
That's enough.
And what's funny is her dad was
If she lost Viserys, she just lost her husband. She did love that guy, you know.
Her dad was like, if you don't, stand up, and then Rhaenyra's will fucking kill all your kids. And then they turn around, they're like, we got to kill Rhaenyra and everybody now. Rhaenyra and the whole fucking family. Like, you just turn around doing the same shit.
Anyway, what did you think of the end of this most recent episode with Rhaenys coming down on her big giant ass dragon, or actually coming below,
from beneath the boards,
coming from below, busting through the floor,
that
basically
awesome.
Basically about to just completely fuck up their whole plan. But
she could have done it. She could have just Dracarys all them motherfuckers, dude.
She could have, but she didn't. Why do you think she didn't?
Probably because she don't want to be a kinslayer.
I don't think it was that. I think it was a mother thing because they focus a lot on motherhood in this series with Rhaenys and like what it is to be a mother, what they lose and such
and
like
honestly,
that.
Same in Game of Thrones.
And I think when Alicent stood in front of
when
Alicent stood in front of her son to protect him, she kind of had that moment of weakness, like this is just a mother trying to protect her kids. So, which is basically what Cersei was doing the whole time.
Yeah, I know, man. I had to take my headphones off because they're spoiling everything.
Yeah, well, you should fucking watch the show. So you should watch it. You had fucking 2 days to watch it, 3 days to watch it.
2 days
to have jobs, guys. What the heck?
Yeah, I have a job. I travel. I do all kinds of shit, and I fucking still watch Game of Thrones on Sunday. Okay.
I watch it the day after.
And my girl had to work till 11. So
to answer your question, Big T, no, we did not. I have not seen What Happens to Hangman because I don't watch Dynamite until the day after. I don't like to watch any wrestling live because I want to be able to skip the shitty stuff. I don't want to have to watch any of the horse shit. So,
Hangman, that was a fake injury. He didn't. I don't think he really got hurt. That was to try to set up the whole.
But I will say this much about Adam Page. Fuck Adam Page. He's the reason CM Punk is gone because he's a little bitch.
Big T, I don't think he really broke his neck. I think that was all planned. That was fake. That was fake to bring out the whole do the whole MJF thing. But it didn't do nothing. All they did was announce that MJF's going to face fucking Jon Moxley at Full Gear, which, whatever.
I thought you were predicting MJF takes a belt tonight.
I mean, that would have been the better move. I mean,
How did he break his neck or almost break his neck and not really break his neck? How did this happen?
That's
How
that's
is
why.
Yeah, sorry, Ben Grimm. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't even remember what happened because I wasn't paying.
Ben,
that
you
much
know damn
attention.
well this is not a podcast where we just, don't spoil stuff. We spoil everything here. We're going to talk
Ain't
about
I
it.
feel like we just started doing that.
Honestly,
I don't remember us doing that before.
Honestly, you can blame Big T because he's the one that brought it up. So blame Big T. Because I actually watched Dynamite because I thought MJF was going to win the belt tonight, and nope, he just announced that he's going to.
Actually, I'm never that guy. Like, even if I get something spoiled for me, I'm never like, well, fuck it, I'm not watching it now. I'm going to watch it anyway.
It's not
So
as enjoyable though.
it is.
Yeah, especially with
No, it's
wrestling
not,
fans.
man. Hell no. Greg trying to play off like he likes getting spoiled.
I mean, I like I mean, I'm not a big fan of surprises anyway, but I like the element of surprise, but at the same time, I don't have to have it.
It was an okay Dynamite.
Would y'all like the spoiler from the Lord of the Rings show?
I don't even watch
No,
it, so I don't care.
I do
Oh,
watch that.
Okay, I won't give you the spoiler, Jonathan, but I will say that the season finale, you find out some stuff that you've been wanting to find out for a while. A lot of questions get answered,
Good.
and
Great.
some still remain.
I would hope so.
Who's your favorite race over there?
Probably, I don't know, the dwarves most likely. I like the dwarf. How do you not like the dwarves, man?
Yeah, they seem like a fun crowd.
I definitely want
Awkward
to party
question.
with the dwarves. More than
Right.
anyone else. The elves would probably be the most boring fucking party on the face of the planet, honestly. Elves are just boring.
You're not allowed to
They
talk.
are.
I play elves a lot in games like that, but
The grill. What the fuck?
That's what.
That's who I like to party with.
the whites.
Like,
Yeah, Civil War.
It's
was
kind of
fun.
funny that he mentions Bleacher Report and White right next to each other. In
Hey,
conversation.
that's not a bad way to watch wrestling, though. What? Just check the Bleacher Report and see if it's working.
Oh, I was gonna say like the whites.
I don't trust their grades though, man. That's like Dave Meltzer shit. Dave Meltzer will give any Young Bucks match 6 stars.
Oh, he meant whitewashing racists.
Well, what's good about TikTok and being that I have a wrestling TikTok, I pretty much see anything but good that happened on, and then if I want to, I'll go back and watch it.
Yeah,
I will say,
my
I'm pretty invested in WWE at the moment.
no matter how much wrestling I watch on my TikTok, my algorithm just will not fucking bring it in. Like I have to
It's
search
weird.
it out. But you know what it does bring in all the time? African titties and then fucking racist shit right in the middle of me watching it at work.
Why do you think that happens, Greg? You had to produce something.
Greg, when wrestling comes up on your TikTok, do you like it?
Yeah.
Like,
I always
you hit
give
the like
it the
button?
little heart.
Wow, you got to
Yeah,
comment
that's
on
fair.
some stuff.
And
too.
I even follow the
First.
fucking channels.
That's weird, man. Your TikTok algorithm hates you.
It does.
Yeah. Let's get this party started, man. List time.
Let's get this party started.
Don't
All right.
Don't rush a good thing, Lawrence. Fuck.
19 minutes in.
He must be excited about his list.
Oh no.
Yeah, I probably have the best one tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
Ain't no fucking way. There is no
I
fucking
promise
way
you.
out of the people
Yeah,
here that you have the best
I don't
list.
think so.
We'll see.
I know
two.
who
will.
doesn't have the best list. Jonathan.
Yeah,
His list probably sucks.
Probably terrible.
it's Jonathan's night tonight.
Compared to you guys, I understand.
Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and give you Jonathan's list right now. StarCraft, Halo, and Gears of War. Okay, that's his entire list. You go through all the
whole list?
Anybody who calls himself
Oh, and
a
hold on.
pro
Honorable
gamer,
mentions is Call of Duty.
no,
Gears of
anybody
War,
who calls
1,
himself
2,
pro
3.
gamer is not a pro gamer.
Halo 1, 2, 3, Reach, Battleground.
A little bit of World of
Battlefield,
Warcraft, maybe number 10. I don't know.
A little bit of that. I do
All
know
right,
about
let me pick who's going to go first here.
All right, picker.
Oh, time
Drum
for the
roll.
picker.
Oh, yeah.
that. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Picking and a grinning.
If
It's
I
gonna
want it
be-
to be me, it won't be me. Watch. Fuck. What the
Congratulations,
Lawrence.
Lawrence, for going first.
Hey, are we reading off honorables at one time, or what do we?
Do you have pictures?
I do have pictures.
Well, yeah, we're doing all our honorables, and then we'll do the list. Then,
Alright,
the
nice.
normal.
Yeah, we always run through your honorables.
All right. So to prove my list is going to be fire, watch this.
That's
first
bullshit,
pick.
Ben, because I have purposely searched out the wrestling stuff and it does not show up on mine.
Greg's retarded, so his thing.
You know what I never searched on mine, Ben Grimm? African titties, and they show
He's
up
a
at least once a
liar?
week.
You're lying,
That's
bro.
Only because you misspelled Asian.
No, do you have a wife or a roommate?
I'm not gonna
who's
lie
using-
though, it's kind of pleasant
using
when you
your
get the
account?
African titties after you're watching all this comedy stuff and
Some
whatever
of them
else.
are
You know,
nice, I will say. Some
and
of
then,
them
all
are
of a sudden,
not
getting
nice.
some African titties just pop up. It's nice.
Oh, that's all right.
It makes me feel a little cultured.
He's gonna look it up now. African titty porn.
It's not porn. That's the thing.
Yeah. ASMR lets you get away with some shit. It's like this should qualify as porn, but it's not. It's ASMR.
I don't fucking get ASMR. I'll never understand it, but
All right.
each their own.
My number one honorable is a game y'all might remember from 2002.
I doubt it.
It's called Harvest Moon. You get to pretend to be a
Okay.
farmer, and it's like in
No clever pictures this time.
no clever pictures. This is just a
Natsume.
honest to God GameCube. It came out for GameCube. Only for GameCube.
Only for GameCube.
You can get married. You can make your own farm, raise animals.
There's no children.
You do get to have kids, but
You're right, Ben. I do. Sometimes more than once.
But it's a wonderful life. It's called Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. So, what y'all's thoughts on it?
I didn't play it.
Never heard of it.
Here's the thing, like I have tried to play Harvest Moon games, but like I feel like I'm just playing Farmville.
It's kind of like Farmville.
I mean, like I've never been one for like, fucking dressing up my house and shit in a video game with things that I fucking get money for farming with. If I want to do that, I'm just gonna play The Sims. And in The Sims, all I end up doing is making people who try to fuck each other anyway. So
My next honorable is
I just try to wreck families in The Sims.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
Two?
Only reason, 2.
Underground, not Pro Skater.
Not Pro Skater. Underground was the one that we played like crazy. The story was cool because it was like, it's like a real storyline.
A sad story on the front there, Bam Margera.
Yeah, that guy. Don't look him up now. Just don't look up Bam Margera. He looks like his dad now. Isn't that crazy?
I'll take your word for it.
But
Yeah,
anyways, we only played this
old and
game to
fat.
make stages. We made our own stages with the punji sticks and like shit. We used to
Big
always
D
make-
says, "Big African titties is a horrible way to search for Kamala matches."
But it is a way.
It's true.
Yeah.
It will eventually show up.
Do you
All right,
have
Dustin,
favorites?
you're up. You don't. I'm assuming since you're on your
Nah.
tablet, you don't have pictures.
No, I
No.
do have other.
I have no pictures. I'm gonna have no pictures now.
Let's see if I can
So-
help you out here.
Did you only have two?
No, I have
Honorable
more.
mentions?
Greg, what the fuck, Greg?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was about to say.
My shit's boring you that much.
Well,
I mean, you just spent so much time on Harvest Moon.
Then I did Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground 2. Then I did this. This is Animal Crossing. This is like Sims for
Oh my
like
God.
autistic people.
Oh wait, Harvest Moon was better than I was thinking of Animal Crossing when I talked about the dressing up. Harvest Moon was better.
You think?
It was more of RPG-ish.
I don't know, man. This was pretty cool too.
I
Except
like
when
that.
you didn't save the game before you because then you had to see Mr. Rossetti.
The NES is with the game on top is a nice touch there.
And then my number one should be
Where's your enthusiasm, man? I feel like you don't like your list already.
I don't know. I thought I was. It sounded better in my head. I don't know why. It's
Tiger
sucking
Woods
the-
Golf is your number one.
Tiger Woods
That's why he's got that hat on over there.
shouldn't be.
Mike Hawk says Lawrence loves farming animals.
It's a good source of protein. Here's a Marvel vs. Capcom original.
Clash of the Superheroes.
Every arcade you went to, this game was playing. Somewhere.
Who would win against Spider-Man and Ryu?
Spider-Man.
Ryu.
Uh,
One Hadoken would kill Spider-Man.
yeah,
That's not
you have
true.
to hit him with it first.
yeah.
Anyways.
hit him.
Oh, look, Ben mentioned your favorite game, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh man,
Damn, this guy's list is fire.
Parappa the Rapper, man, that was
Ben splits are always good though. And then Smash Brothers Melee. We played this. I was never any good at it.
Did you just say
but-
melee?
It's Melee.
Yes, Smash Brothers Melee.
No, it's
It's
Melee.
Melee.
It's Melee. I looked it up. We always said Melee.
It's Melee.
What the fuck do you mean you looked it up?
It's
you looked
fucking
up
Melee.
the word
What the
Melee.
fuck? You looked it up wrong then,
I
dummy.
could have sworn it was Melee. We always said Melee. Me
They
and my
literally
small group
say
of
it at
friends,
the title screen.
well, we always pronounced it Melee.
Well,
We
you
always
guys are
say,
dumb.
I guess we were dumb. I mean, what do you want me to say?
This man said Melee. I want you to say Melee.
Oh, thanks, Big T. Thanks. See, Big T's got my back.
That's what's up.
I love
Finally,
that
a
guy.
Lawrence supporter.
It's Melee, idiot. Oh
Melee,
shit.
yeah.
All right, Dustin.
Well, if Mike Hawk says it, then it's true.
Dustin, I'm gonna Bing pictures for your top 10 as you give them, but I'm not gonna do it for your honorables. So shoot your
Okay.
honorables out.
So I'll shoot my honorables out. So my number 5 might be controversial, but Halo
Controversial.
is my number 5.
Oh, dude, no.
I thought you
I don't
hated the
really-
Halo games.
I don't really
Whoa,
like the
dude.
Halo games, but I had to put them on there because there's 3 guys in this chat that we used to hang out back in the early 2000s in hotel rooms or Greg's house, and
Travis's
we
house.
used to
Travis's house more than
Travis's
really.
house. I think I only went to Travis's once though, but we got kicked out of there. That's why we ended up in a hotel. And
Mike
Hawk
Cox says it's
hotel too.
melee, idiot.
I already said that, stupid. I already brought it up and spoke on it.
So I have very fond memories of that game with you two gentlemen and a couple other
Boys.
guys.
Hell yeah.
So I couldn't keep that one off the list. It's kind of how my list is pretty much kind of like that. It's just mostly games that I have
Nostalgia games.
Dustin,
really
what was
fond
your favorite
memories of.
level?
I have no idea, dude. I used to just play the shit in a hotel room with my buddies. I don't know.
What would it look like?
I don't give a fuck. It was just a fucking game.
Most of the
All right.
time we played on Hang 'em High.
Could
if
you pull up a
remember.
picture or something so we
Yeah.
know what you're talking about?
Yeah, Hang 'em High was good. I like.
Hang 'em High was basically our one.
if you don't know,
Yeah,
what
Hang 'em
Halo
high.
is,
Well, I do remember Hang 'em high.
What about
you
Blood?
don't know what Halo is.
Jonathan was
fucking-
trying to get in a goddamn sniping spot on Hang 'em high.
No,
yeah.
I mean, I sniped Greg so many times.
I like to just get in like that little like 4-wheeler thing and just run people over in it all the time.
Yeah,
Uh,
I just get mad when you get run over by somebody. Like,
I will say the
damn it.
sound of the sniper rifle was satisfying.
Very. And
All
the
those
cool thing
guns
about
were
it
good.
is the recoil in the first one. You fired, it would come right back down, right where it shot the first time. They changed that in Halo 2, which was some bullshit.
Yeah, remember how they nerfed the pistol? I hated that.
Yeah, that was rip the pistol. Never
That's
been
because the
same
pistol
since.
was the official best sniper rifle in the
weren't you like
game.
5
Yeah,
when Halo
yeah.
came out?
Pistols?
It was like 6 shots and they were dead. Pow,
No,
pow,
I
pow,
think
pow,
I was
pow,
12.
pow, pow. Yeah. 12?
That was not 12. Goddamn.
Yeah,
No, I
don't
was
think he
12 years
bro.
old when it came out. Had to be.
I don't know.
All right, my number 4 is another game that I had a lot of fond memories with because I was never rich enough to have a Super Nintendo. I had a Sega, and so we would rent a Super Nintendo for my birthday
Oh,
from
I remember when you
Blockbuster.
could rent,
and we could
rent systems.
I remember that.
systems.
Yep.
And then we would always, me and my friends would always, we got to pick like a couple games, and we'd always pick fucking Street Fighter. That's my number 4. Street Fighter.
Who's your
And we
go-to
would-
character on Street Fighter?
Oh man, probably Blanca or Guile.
What about
or
E Honda?
Honda?
Yeah.
Honda. I used to like I used to play with the Honda because I knew the combo to do the hand thing, which is like a cheat
So-
code.
So let me tell you a little story about Street Fighter here. Okay, so my brother used to love to play Street Fighter with me, right? But he couldn't do the special moves, and I could, and he'd get pissed off when I used them on him. So he always wanted to use Chun-Li, and you know Chun-Li, all you had to do was button mash to do one of her special moves.
Sure.
So he'd do that kick shit, and I'd just use Ryu or Ken and just throw a fucking Hadouken right through that shit and hit him. He'd be like, "You can't do shit without those fucking special moves." I'm like, "It ain't special moves. It's just his regular moves."
Some of those combos were hard though.
Oh yeah,
They ain't special, they just moves.
My
but you
number
got the same
3,
shit. You just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Sagat was also
yes,
one of my
Sagat
characters.
was good too. I did like Sagat.
We used to
Tiger.
call him- Dude, we used to call him Saget. And I remember like he get in trouble.
course you did.
Yeah, just like you said, Mealy, probably.
Yeah.
Um,
We were 12. What do you want me to say, man?
Dumb
Let's be
12-year-old.
Rhodes Scholars. Fucking 12 years old, man.
I don't want to hear it. And Street Fighter came out when you were fucking born. So
Yeah.
my number 3 is another game that I didn't have the system for, but I actually borrowed it from my friend because I loved playing this game so much at his house that I was like, dude, let me just borrow your Super Nintendo and play this game. And it was Super Mario RPG.
It was a good game.
I fucking love this game. Probably my favorite. If I had to pick an RPG game, like an old school RPG game, it's probably one of my favorites.
I hear the Paper Mario games are basically more of that, but I never played any.
I don't know. Nothing will compare to that to me. Number 2 is Gran Turismo, the original Gran Turismo.
Oh, yeah. You had to get your driver's license?
Yeah, you had to get your driver's license. And I just remember the graphics for that time just being like, oh my God, like the scenery and everything was just.
I can't believe the cars look so real.
The cars look
no
so
way
real.
graphics are going to be better than this. There's no way.
I remember my dad, he tried to play the game and the graphics were so good that they fucked his eyeballs up. He was like seeing the green grids and shit in his eyeballs because he's an old man. And then my number 1 honorable mention is Duke Nukem 3D because you could go to the strip club and see titties, and I did that a lot. So because I was an adolescent.
Did you ever jack off to the titties? The cartoon titties?
Well, no comment. No comment.
I let you go to the pinball machine. He said, "No, I'll play with myself later." I don't know why I remember that.
And then they released a console version of it too. But yeah, and I noticed that I left something off my list, so I'll just make that another honorable mention, I guess.
Throw it in there.
And this is probably gonna piss some people off, but Final Fantasy VII.
How can you leave that off your list?
I don't know. I
and how is that an honorable?
It is.
Damn,
just
Greg's pissed.
I love that game. I love it. But like I said, this list, most of these games have a lot of meaning to me, and that game is just a game that I really like to play. So there's no special meaning behind it, which is probably why I accidentally forgot to put it on there.
Well, I know you have a lot of honorables.
I do, and I'm second guessing it only because like I'm going to say all these, and then you guys will have nothing else to say. You know what I mean?
just chop it down. Just chop it down a little bit.
I tell you, well, I mean, some of these are like pivotal.
Whoa,
games.
Jamie, nice.
Jamie.
Oh, okay.
I'll leave the other RTSs out and stuff, but like Gears of War, in my honorables, Monster Hunter World.
No pictures?
No, because I got too many. I will be here all day. Mario Kart 64, which y'all know I'm king at.
Allegedly.
We didn't know that before. We know now.
Like, I don't know how many times I got to beat you, Greg.
I had you in that double dash, though.
Yeah, double dash.
Double dash never really got into, so okay. The Civilization series, Rock Band series, which I don't know if
that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Play some of that,
It's weird that I almost like don't consider those a game. I just consider them like
a way of life.
Yeah, it's like just an activity.
It's just it's like karaoke, but funner.
Yeah.
Fair enough. GoldenEye.
Yeah,
that's an honorable mention.
That's an honorable. There's going to be some wild shit up there.
His actual list is going to be something else. That's fucking honorable.
I'm curious now because he has Gears on his honorable, so that makes me wonder.
GTA 3.
I never played that one.
Let's see that was
you were too young.
Vice City was my era.
GTA 3 was probably the best one.
Thanks, Dustin.
That was when they first stepped into the 3D realm, and it blew the socks off of everybody. But 5 is clearly better. But,
I mean, which one was San Andreas? That was, to me,
4.
that was like
that was 3. That was GTA 3 San Andreas.
Yeah. Still like San Andreas.
It was a sub-series.
And then I feel like once you get to 5 and like the next gen ones, it just becomes almost a whole new game. It's almost like it's not even the same thing anymore.
Yeah. Super Mario 64. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2.
2, not 1. Interesting.
Not 1. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which was like the game changer. That was the step into the modern Call of Duty.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I did both Red Dead Redemption games. So there you go.
Why am I waiting for Dustin to be possessed? He looks like he's in a horror movie.
That's some strange lighting.
Was it because the lighting?
The lighting. Yeah.
I tried to get the lighting good, but
you got to get white lights.
It was good before. I don't know what happened. Now you're being interrogated.
I had the TV on in front of me, but it keeps turning itself off. So I said, "Fuck that."
Oh.
Well, I'm looking out for you, man. I hope you don't get possessed.
At least we'll have it recorded. You know what I mean? If it does happen.
All right. My honorable mention number 5 is I'm gonna have a lot of series games on my list, so just be ready for that. Is the Castlevania games, but I took a picture of my favorite one, which would be Symphony of the Night, because it is probably the best Castlevania game ever made.
That's classic.
Hold on, time out. Mike, all you've done is abuse me from the word go.
Ain't that what you like, Lawrence?
That's gonna be a toxic. It is what I like, man, but I'm starting to have regrets.
You are a sub and not a dom.
Not a
so,
dom,
I mean,
man. Got to be a sub.
subs are just more interesting.
It is, man. Come on.
I don't know.
All right. Honorable mention number 4 is the BioShock games. When you this is from BioShock Infinite. When you saw this motherfucker, you knew shit was about to go down. This dude was terrifying, man. Running at you looking like Ben Franklin with a fucking Gatling gun on his arm.
Well, it looks like George Washington. Not
George Washington, not Ben Franklin.
Get your presidents right, man.
Yeah.
He looks like
he wasn't a president.
He looks like George Washington.
He was on money. He's a president.
That's right.
No.
I agree with Lawrence. But
there's several people that are not presidents on money.
Out of the BioShock games, Infinite was my favorite, followed by probably BioShock 1. Then 2 was my least favorite of them. I'm interested in this new game that's coming out that looks like a BioShock game, but it's not. I forget what it's called. You know the name of that, Jonathan, by chance?
Oh, damn. I can't think off the top of my head. I have to look for it. I'll get back to you.
I forget what it is, too.
Big T says you're right about BioShock.
Number 3, honorable mention is the Resident Evil games. My favorite of the series is Resident Evil 2. This is the remake of 2, which they did an excellent job on. I've still yet to play the remake of 3.
Great.
What?
Do you remember us playing co-op in, I think it was 5?
Yes, it was a blast.
And I missed that one quick time event. And the dude flew over me and broke your neck. God,
I do remember that.
I about pissed myself laughing because all you heard was me go, uh-oh.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because that was that stage that we got stuck on for a minute where all those fucking zombies come through that little cabin area. And
yeah. And what's his face is there? What's the dude in the trench coat?
Wesker.
That's him. Yeah, he snapped your neck. Sorry about that.
Killing me, Jonathan. Literally.
One quick time of it.
Yeah, Resident Evil games are great. I play pretty much every one of them that comes out. They're kind of weird though, but they've gotten better over the years, but worse at the same time, depending on which ones you play. Because it kind of became an action game.
The black man as the photo here.
No,
it just happened that way.
Yeah,
he's Dominican. Lawrence said.
That's what the police do.
Oh.
They like to shoot black people.
Honorable mention number 2 is the Super Mario games. Most specifically, my favorite, other than Mario 64, would be Super Mario World. Played this one many times with many different friends over the years. Even my mom played this game, so the Mario games always have a special place in my heart because of that.
Definitely.
Honorable mention number 1 is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. But all the Metal Gear games are good, and I chose this picture because
I see why.
This is all you needed to see in this game.
Look at them titties.
Keeping with our theme of titties.
Interesting thing is when you're fighting this chick, though, a friend of mine told me that you can actually kill her by like summoning a crate drop for like weapons, like right on top of her head, wherever she's sniping you from. So it's kind of fucked up. instead of actually battling it out with her. But yeah, this chick was awesome. She was your little companion in Metal Gear Solid 5, and she was a hell of a fucking companion. Let me say that.
Hey, Greg.
All right.
Big T asks, has anyone seen the Mario trailer?
I have, and it looks really good.
Looks fantastic. We shall see if it is.
No John
I don't know how I feel
Leguizamo,
about
though.
it being animated.
I didn't play it in VR yet, Ben. I think I bought it, but I haven't played it yet.
What's 7 in VR? What is that? Metal
Resident
Gear?
Evil 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh, in VR?
Yeah.
In VR. It's going to be scary as shit.
That
A lot of hard times.
sounds interesting.
All right, Lawrence.
It's gonna get a little too
All right.
real for you.
So this is the list you're proud of. This is your top 10. So you got to
This
make
is
it.
the top
You know,
10. We got to make it count.
you got to amp it up a little bit.
Yeah,
No, I am. I'm psyched, man. I just need
I got my gaming stuff up. See, I got my Horde
He
flag.
does.
I got
He's
my,
got.
my block right here.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, because I have bad eyesight. Until you just said that it's a block, and I stared at it better, I thought that was SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm not gonna lie.
I can see that. I can see that.
I did think that was
See, there it is.
Nice.
Back up there.
Y'all remember Bloody Roar 2? Or Bloody
do.
Roar at all? Dude,
Nope, I
a game where their ultimate form was like an animal. Like they turned into like wolves and shit, and they fought to the death. It shit was sick. And when you hit them special moves,
of a new age.
I remember thinking these graphics were so hard, and me and my whole family played this, and we thought it could never get better. This came out in like 2000 or some shit. Man, this
Who was the
crazy.
best person?
PlayStation original. Best person was Buckaroo the Mole. He had to be
Buckaroo the Mole.
You said your whole family played it. Does that mean your mom played it too?
No, when I say my whole family, I don't count my mom. I count everyone else.
Oh, that's fucked up. You don't count your mom as your
Damn.
family?
Mom's
I
excluded.
do, but
God.
they don't play games, dude.
Damn,
She's a girl.
segregation.
My mother did. She played Mario. Just talked about it.
I just imagine your mom cussing at the TV in their with a Filipino accent.
You
Motherfucking
kids need to go outside.
motherfucking game.
No,
Don't
she
you-
did the controller
Don't you
and get
fuck me,
confused.
game, or I'll fuck you.
It's fuck you. Fuck you.
No, she didn't. All right, Dustin, you're up, man.
My number 10? Oh, number 10. Okay.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get ready to try to load this up on Bing for you.
All right. My number 10 is a game that I played religiously as a teenager, and I was most of the time I was high as fuck. Eating something out of my friend's deep freezer because I had a friend that lived alone. Well, he didn't live alone, but his mom was like never home.
He had
And she
horrible
just, like,
parents.
stocked the deep freezer full of like delicious, like all the best shit that comes in the freezer section, like pizza rolls, fucking toaster strudels, everything you could think of. And it was just like I smoke weed and go to Matt's house because he has all the good food. And we would go to Matt's house and we play fucking Smash Brothers Melee on fucking Nintendo GameCube. So, and yeah, it was fun. Wasn't very good at the game, but
What the
Smash
fuck?
Brothers Melee, huh?
He call you crack sniffers? Oh shit!
Okay.
You know you.
Well, everyone
fucked up.
knows what Smash Brothers looks like, so I'm not loading that shit
yeah,
up.
you know,
All right.
Greg's not doing me any favors tonight. So.
Well, it's gonna take a minute to find a picture.
Well, Jamie's got her list in the
Yeah,
in the
let's
chat.
look at
if you
her
wanna do
list.
hers.
Yeah, pull her list up and read it off there, Lawrence.
Number 1, Silent Hill 2. Not
Great
1.
game.
Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 3, and the number 2 spot. Dang, she's loving the Silent Hill series. 3 was American McGee's Alice Madness Returns. I never heard of that one.
Oh man, Jamie likes the horror games. I like this
I like
already.
it.
Wait, sorry.
Coming in number 4 is Fatal Frame 2.
Fatal Frame 2, for its time, was one of the scariest games you would ever play. Period.
enough.
Number 5, Psychonauts. Remember that? Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts
yeah.
2. Yeah, get it right. 6 was
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts. And then 7, Alan Wake.
Some Alan Wake love.
What was that one again? I thought y'all talked about that before. About
Who
Something
reads a
16.
countdown from the top to the bottom?
Yeah, for real.
Cut me some slack, guys. It's my first time doing this.
No, it's not.
Number 8 was, well, you usually read these off, don't you?
Aren't you supposed to be like the co-host?
Forgive me, guys. I
Until
don't know how to
Dawn.
fucking read.
Number 9, The Evil Within. And number 10, Little Hope.
Little Hope.
I have
Y'all
not played
remember that
Until
one?
Dawn, but I heard it was good. The Evil Within was I played a little bit of it, but not much, and I have not played Little Hope.
Sounds like fun though.
Oh, here we go. Primal Soul with his top 10 list here. So I'll read this in how you're supposed
Yeah,
to
read
read
it
here.
properly.
Show me how
please.
it's done.
Thank you.
Number 10 is Final Fantasy 4. Number 9 is Final Fantasy 12. Number
That's
8.
not fair. He
Chrono
had it
Trigger.
ready for you from 10 to 1. Mine was backwards.
Yeah,
Number
but it's
7,
not that
Final
hard. Lawrence.
He's got number 7 is Final Fantasy 12 too. I think that might have been a mistake. Number 6, Rogue Galaxy, PlayStation 2. Number 5, Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King, PS2. Number 4, Fallout 3. Number 3, Bioshock 2. Number 2,
Nice.
Lost Odyssey. And number 1, Xenogears, PlayStation 1.
Very nice. Yes, it is, Jamie. That's a big Twin Peaks homage there.
Ooh, that makes me want to play it that much more. So
That's definitely some stuff from that.
Mike Hawk said he loves Lawrence's African titties.
Yeah, he said that a long time ago.
it's still worth mentioning.
I just saw
100%.
because I have to click on the comments to read them. So
Well, Dustin, you're up. What's your number 10?
He is
My
not
number
up.
9. I'm not up. I already went.
Oh,
I am up.
Idiot.
Jonathan, you are up.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit's already up.
Here we go.
Shit. There it is. Skyrim,
Skyrim,
baby.
the originals.
Yeah.
Never played this game.
Mods
Heard
are
a lot
no
about
mods.
it, though.
I played it. Like, I wish this game had been multiplayer. Only because, which there is a multiplayer mod now for PC, but I spent so much time in Xbox Live parties with other people that were playing Skyrim. So it was almost like we were experiencing it at the same time. But it was, I spent so much time playing that game. Oh. But,
Jamie's son loves Skyrim.
Well, Jonathan,
Jamie's son loves Skyrim.
I'm going to say this.
what's up?
You kind of stole my thunder.
Yeah.
My number 10 is also Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
5
Suck
Skyrim.
it.
But I'll say this, something you didn't mention that I will mention, because I only played Skyrim one time through, so I feel like I owe the game more time than I've given it, because I haven't played any of the DLC, any of the mod stuff, anything like that. But I'll say this about Skyrim. When you saw this shit right here and you heard that roar, you knew shit was about to get real.
That first
You was
time,
like,
man,
oh, fuck. Here
yeah,
it
like
comes.
in that beginning scene where they just shows up here. I like how they hear it in the distance, like, oh, what was that? Man, that's probably nothing. And then dragon.
And like when you don't know how to fight them at first, man, those battles are rough.
Oh yeah.
Once you
And
learn how
then-
to, maneuver, it gets a little better.
About
but
10 hours in, it's like, oh god, another dragon.
yeah, you're
Jonathan,
like, I
what was
don't wanna
harder,
kill
that
them.
Skyrim or Elden Rings?
I didn't play Elden Ring.
Oh man, Elden Rings.
I haven't played much of Elden Ring yet, neither. I only did.
Everything kills you.
I don't really like the Souls games, so
All right, so Lawrence, read off Ben Grimm's list here. This time from 10 to.
Well,
1.
he said the homework for me. He's done it right. So 10, Earthbound. Remember that with Ness?
I do.
All right. 9, Until Dawn. Another Until Dawn guy. I got to check that game out. I never played it. Number 8,
I heard
Super
it's
Mario RPG.
Some more Super Mario RPG
Ooh,
love.
That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, good.
Never
good
heard of
pick,
it.
man.
7, Dead by Dawn.
Before your time, but
Gotcha. Was Dead by Dawn before my time?
No, probably not.
6, Super Metroid.
All right.
Super Metroid.
So while we wait for the rest of Ben's list here, Lawrence, why don't you give us your number 9?
Number 9 is Marvel Nemesis. Y'all remember this game came out for, I want to say GameCube? Might have been Xbox. Can't
Why
remember.
does Wolverine look so weird?
This game looks weird? But anyways, this game was a godsend. It has only the Marvel characters that mattered, and it was a free-for-all fight, and it
There
was
we go.
just a cool-ass game, man.
Who are all the Marvel characters that matter?
That matters.
You had Daredevil, you had Spider-Man, you had The Thing. So you didn't have all the Fantastic Four, but you had the ones that people cared about. You had Human Torch, you had I said Spider-Man. You said you had all these cool fucking characters, man.
Nah, that Marvel game.
You had
that
Elektra.
So you got
that
4.
What was
You
the
have
Marvel
more, I
game
just
where
can't
you
name off
where
the
you
top of
like where it had everybody in it and you could like group up in groups of
Marvel
4?
Alliance. Marvel Alliance.
Yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
that
I'll
was
read.
good.
Oh man,
Those
I
are
like
way
I like I like Big T's list already here. All right,
Yep.
so his number 10 is Spider-Man PS4. I'm actually playing the remaster of that right now, Ben. So it's a good pick. Number 9, Far Cry 5.
Keep
Number
that
8,
rifle on your
GoldenEye
hip, baby.
N64. Number 7, Resident Evil 8. Number 6, Crazy Taxi. Oh, I forgot about Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi, the old Dreamcast game.
Oh yeah. Number 5, The Simpsons Hit and Run.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Number 4, Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, nice.
Interesting, because
I
that's the
hated
one
it
that
as
people.
a kid,
People
but I
didn't
like
give it a
it
lot of
now.
love.
but I like it now.
Yeah.
It grew on me.
Number 3, Red Dead Redemption. Interesting, you chose the first one and not the sequel, but I'm not hating on
Maybe
it.
he meant the first. Maybe he meant the sequel.
Number 2, The Last of
shit.
Us. I
And
definitely
number
like
1.
that pick. And number 1, I really love WWF No Mercy. That is what I'm talking about.
All right,
Yeah, you know what? I forgot to put this. I should have put the SmackDown games on there because, man, I remember when.
Well, this isn't the
Remember
last
when
time we're doing this
SmackDown
list.
2
So.
came out and Greg made his character and it was like spot fucking on and we were just
Always
fucking laughing our asses off.
And Travis wouldn't let him put it on his
No, he wouldn't.
or
Son of a
PlayStation.
bitch.
Fucking, that was hilarious.
You can change everyone's move to the Stone Cold Stunner and Rock Bottom, but I can't have my fucking character on his game.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I messed up.
And that was when Greg still was like trying to hold on to his hair when he worked at Winn-Dixie, so he had his hair perfect. And then his Winn-Dixie.
Hold on to his hair.
Please tell me you have a picture.
That's a weird way of saying that.
Remember when Dixie you couldn't have a beard, so you could only have a mustache. So he had like the mustache going with the. He had like a porn star mustache with the comb over haircut.
You know what, Lawrence? I don't like how much you're enjoying this. Right? You've been kind of monotone the whole fucking night, and all of a sudden we're talking about Greg looking goofy, and you perk right up.
I got to see a picture of that.
That's how I
in
met
the mustache.
Greg, man. That's how I met Greg, because he was talking shit to me when I was a kid, and I was like, "Fuck you, dude." Now we're friends. Now we've been friends for 20 fucking years, more than 20 years. Crazy.
All right. So Ben Grimm gave the rest of his list here. We got number 5, Resident Evil 2. Number 4, Left 4 Dead. Number 3, Tekken 2. I didn't give enough love. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't give enough love to fighting games on this list. But like I said, this isn't the last time we'll do this. So
You weren't any good at them.
number 2, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And number 1, Super Mario World.
Nice.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance was good.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin. Number 9.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, my number 9 is an RPG, and it came out for Xbox. It was an Xbox exclusive.
Xbox exclusive.
And it was Fable.
Oh, Fable.
I forgot about Fable, man.
Fable game.
But the first one or the whole series?
Well, I've played 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
it.
I played.
You can stop there because the third one is terrible.
But what I loved about this game was you could like be bad, you could be good or bad. Like the things you did determine like your path.
There you go.
Yeah,
Fable.
I love that certain thing, like little things you would do can make you good or bad. Like you could get little baby chicks and eat them to be bad.
Right.
Yes, you could.
And straight up like, oh, little baby chick.
And I will say this. I did in the Fable games what I do in all games. Because in Fable, if you took on more than one wife, you would have repercussions.
I always do the same
so.
shit, man.
And what did I do? I tried to romance every fucking chick I could.
Any game I have the chance to be evil, I always go for it. Every time.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bad guy at heart, so.
Yeah.
They talking about in the chat.
It's more fun.
Back for Blood. I've played Back for Blood, and it is really good. It's a really good Left 4 Dead spiritual successor, if you will.
So would you recommend me play that now instead of Left 4 Dead?
Probably. I mean, it'd probably be difficult to get throughout others to run now.
You know, I have never finished a Left 4 Dead game. Jonathan, I know what you're thinking. You're probably sitting over there like, no surprise there. But you know what? Don't start with that bullshit.
I never liked those games.
I mean, there's no surprise.
Well, the reason I never finished the Left 4 Dead game is because what ended up happening is I would start playing it with somebody, and then for some reason we'd never play video games again. We just never got to finish it. So.
That's why I didn't like those games, because you always had to have somebody. You got to depend on somebody to play with you, and it's just not fun. I don't. So
Jamie says gameplay consequences for being a player. That's hilarious.
Oh, it did. Trust me. There was plenty of times when one wife from another area would come to my new wife's area, and then they'd both be pissed off at me, and I had to choose between them.
Oh shit!
Oh, you said Ben Grimm says Left 4 Dead still plays on Xbox One, so you can still play it. I'm sure it still plays somewhere.
It's not too late.
They're so good though.
Your list, John.
All right, Jonathan.
It is me, Mario. No, that's not it. And here it is. Oh, classic.
Oh, EverQuest.
EverQuest. It had to be here because I spent so much time playing this game too.
Who's in it?
That's a difficult question.
A lot of guys.
It's an MMO.
Yeah,
I'll say this though.
It was one of the original MMOs.
One of my fondest memories with Jonathan is working with him at Winn-Dixie and him telling me about EverQuest before I actually got it. Because I remember he told me all this stuff about it, and I'm like, man, that sounds so fucking cool. Then I finally got it on my shitty computer that could barely run it.
Me too.
And when they would wait, 20, 30 minutes for my game to load in, we could finally play some.
And they don't die, because then you're stuck in a loading screen forever.
Oh, yes.
And man, it was just going back and thinking about it, like how fucking archaic just PCs were at the time.
I remember that game. You literally you had magic buffs in that game that were almost necessary for you to be able to play the game. Yeah. And people sold them for gold. So you'd have to run around in one of the major cities talking about looking for KEI, looking for crack. You literally had you had to do LFG for crack. People would call it crack.
Okay, and Spirit of the Wolf made you run faster.
That's right. You always wanted Spirit of the Wolf.
But only certain classes had it, so you had to. If you didn't have like a friend that had it, you had to go buy that shit.
Or you did what I did, and you camped that one area until you found that dude who, once you completed the quest line, would give you those boots that gave you like a Spirit of the Wolf type buff, but it wasn't quite as fast, but it was just enough.
That was on the Shaman Epic Weapon quest. It was like the first part of it. You could do it.
That EverQuest was World of Warcraft before World of Warcraft.
Pretty much. And World of Warcraft pretty much put an end to it. Even though it's still going today.
Coke? Is that why he keeps fucking turning his camera off?
Probably. Maybe. So EverQuest is still going?
Still going, baby. It had a expansion, I believe, last year.
Yeah, I can't believe it's still going. That blows my mind.
Still going. EverQuest 2 still going.
I kind of want to play them again, honestly. I don't have the time.
I mean, I dipped back in one time because it's free to play now, So you dive back in, and boy, the new graphics hadn't improved.
I'll tell you something, Jonathan. Two of my favorite EverQuest memories. One is when you were telling me about that person on the dock. So you went up and tried to talk to him, and they're like, "I want nothing to do with your ilk."
Yeah, I was playing on my necromancer, and he was a dark elf. So you had to sneak into Freeport, which is a human town. So you had good races, bad races, and the bad races would be attack on sight for the guards.
That's right, KOS.
KOS is right. So you had to go all the way around and come into the port to get on the boat to go to this other area. Well, the guy wouldn't kill you, but he would also not let you on the boat. So if you were a certain race, and I didn't know that, and he's like, "I don't want nothing to do with your ilk." I'm like, okay, I spent 2 hours trying to get to this fucker.
So Jonathan unsheaths his sword.
My ilk, eh?
Well, see, I was new to EverQuest, and I didn't realize that if I tried to go into Freeport, the guards would kill the shit out of me because it was an evil race. So I'm like, Jonathan goes in, and I'm thinking, I'm just going to follow him right in. It's not going to be a problem. All those guards with the metal mask
Yeah.
came up to me and hit me, and I think one hit kill. That was it.
Yeah, the Freeport guards didn't play.
They
Like
did
later
not.
later on levels, you could run through there and get to the other zone and be all right. But
Well, I gotta wait till both Lawrence and Dustin get back for my next fucking pick because I need them to see this shit. But because this one's especially for Dustin.
my brother had a lot to do with a lot of those adventures and EverQuest.
Well, Jonathan, remember RuneScape?
Yeah.
It sounds like RuneScape.
Kind of, except it was first person. EverQuest
Yeah.
was first person.
No third person.
Everyone was head over heels for that RuneScape.
Yeah, and it was kind of one of the. It was also one of the early MMOs at the time.
I got a guy at work who's still playing Dota.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
There was a couple at the times, like Ashron's Call, Dark Age of Camelot came a little bit later.
And there was Neopets.
Motherfucker, what the fuck? Neopets? What the fuck?
They came around the same era, didn't they?
All right, since Dustin has finally showed back up,
Sorry, I had to pay.
we can move on here. My number 9 is Red Dead Redemption 2. How do you like this?
Nice.
Dustin?
Dang, number 9.
Does this bring back memories for you? Does this bring back any emotions in you? Arthur Morgan's grave,
Fuck you,
right
man.
here.
Number 9. That's your number 9. Fuck
That's
outta
my
here.
number
Yeah.
9.
All right, Lawrence, your turn.
He
This
waited for you
game
to
gave
come
you
back to show
everything.
that so you can berate him.
If you want a fucking country experience, like a Western experience, this game delivers. You can do pretty much everything you would ever want to do as a cowboy. It's not for
No,
me.
Greg, you got to play the zombie version.
Fuck the zombie version.
I love
And that's not that-
the when he talks to that nun at the train station. When he's talking to her, and he's looking at her, honestly, I'm afraid because he knew he was going to die.
Yep.
You know, so just like how he comes to terms with that, like you're not used to seeing that kind of shit in video games. Like,
And
you know,
I liked too how depending on your moral choices was depending on how you died.
yeah.
So he has to die at the end. Thanks for spoiling it, Greg.
I
Well,
mean,
you should
Jonathan
fucking
said it
play it
before
by
I
now.
did, motherfucker.
Came out fucking 4 years ago.
Actually, I guess
if you haven't
my-
played it by now, it's your
I guess
fucking
my
fault.
picture kind of spoiled it. So.
I have I have a 6-month limitation on spoilers. I don't spoil nothing. 6
For
months,
6 months.
6 months out.
Game's been out for 4 years. If you haven't fucking
So,
played
hey.
it, too fucking bad.
If you haven't
Exactly.
played it, shame on you.
Well,
Because
this
it's one of
game's
the
out
best
there.
games ever
How the
made.
fuck hadn't you seen a meme about it
I
yet?
mean, shame on you for
Jesus.
putting it at number 9 on your list, but
I got stuff ahead of it. Sorry.
whatever. Go ahead, Lawrence.
This game came out like 12 ago. It's Soul Calibur 4. And we spent a lot of hours on this game trying to earn all the different swords. And
Oh,
You either had-
Cervantes.
you were always Cervantes?
I liked him. He's one of
Nah,
my.
Raphael
go-tos.
was my guy. That's my guy on the right. I love Raphael. And then they had Yoshimitsu. Everyone always wanted to play as fucking
Yoshimitsu wins. Yep, that was
They
my
had
guy.
Link. This is the one that had Link as a downloadable character. Or like back then, you earned characters. You didn't download them. So
Yeah, I know, right? What the fuck happened to those days?
right, where you beat the whole
Hey,
game to get a
now
character.
pay to play. You pay to play.
Fuck.
Yeah, I like that better, where you had to play through the game as one character to unlock another character. It was better that way.
Yeah.
Now it's like, here's your microtransaction.
Everybody wants instant gratification now.
Yep. It's just how it is.
And great, you could either earn the Soul Edge sword or the Soul Calibur. No one wanted Soul Edge because it had an eyeball on it. That was weird. I fucking hated that sword.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, Dustin, it's
Yes.
your turn.
All right, my number 8 is the greatest football game ever made, ever in
Yeah,
life,
Maxie went hard. You just didn't have a sword.
2K.
and it is NFL 2K5.
Yeah,
It was great.
that is the
Nothing.
correct answer.
Nothing has come close to that game. Nothing probably ever will come close to that game. That game was so good
Where's the
that
picture?
Madden had to buy the whole fucking NFL license because 2K would have put them out of business. Just like,
Here, I'll load up some gameplay real quick
That's,
here.
that's why they have owned it ever since.
yep,
They got
they
too
will not let
close.
it go, and they have fucked it up ever since as well. Because Madden 2005 was actually a good version of Madden as well, but since then, since they had no competition, they just slowly dwindled it down.
There
to-
you go. There's that gameplay.
You could game plan down to the T. The presentation was awesome. They had the halftime where they would show highlights of the game.
That's what I really loved was the ESPN halftime show.
Yeah, and everything was ESPN like oriented, and they
Oh,
actually
look, he's even calling his mama in this game. You could call your mama.
He's calling the coach office, the coaching staff.
No, man, he's calling his mama.
Nothing compared to this game as far as a football game. It was so good, and the best part about it was $19.99. You could buy the.
I'm
game
not gonna
for
lie, the
$20.
graphics don't look horrible for a game of that era. I mean, looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I think I remember like going to your house maybe like 5-6 years ago, and you were actually playing the game.
What I loved about that game was like when it did show the halftime show with the ESPN, it was actual plays that you did.
Yeah,
it wasn't just
we show the
bullshit plays.
highlights.
It was like stuff that really happened during the game. So
yeah, it was $19.99 then, Graham. $19.99.
And why that feature has not been put back in a game yet, I don't understand.
Yeah, didn't Madden make head coach? Like, what was that game about?
I'm pretty sure you were a head coach.
Yeah, that game was good too. That game was actually really fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
enjoyed it as a football fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Ben. Fuck EA for buying the NFL.
Yeah,
shouldn't be for sale. However, I wonder how this game that we're playing on VR got away with the NFL license.
They bought. I mean, they were able to do it. I guess because it's a VR game, it's not a console game, so it's different.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, still.
But the NFL gave them the license. I think it's actually like the NFL's game. So,
all right, Jonathan, you ready?
Yeah. Number 8, Mass Effect.
Which one?
All of them.
That's
Nice.
one I forgot. I didn't forget, but I left.
Which one? Wait, if we're gonna do series, let's say which one was our favorite from the series. So which one was your favorite out of the series?
I would have to say 1 or 2. Only because the last 2 hours of the first Mass Effect is some of the best gaming there's ever been ever.
Yes, true.
What I loved about the first Mass Effect was I hated when they changed the combat in 2 because to me I liked the way it was in 1 better.
It was RPG-ish. I like that better. You chose the bullets, you chose the guns.
Yeah,
your class mattered.
Better.
You couldn't be an infiltrator and use a fucking assault rifle. Remember how in the second one you could wear heavy armor and shit? It's like the classes didn't matter.
Yeah, so that's all the characters Morden in there. Morden.
Who was your favorite, man? I love the Cerberus shit.
Garrus was the best.
Garrus is my boy. That's my right-hand man.
Who you romance in the first game? Was it?
Oh, fucking Ashley, of course.
No, I played as a chick, so I did Caden Malenko.
Of
course you play as a girl. Oh, my God.
Lawrence is the guy that plays as a girl.
No, in this game,
Lawrence
it's the right way to go.
No,
hear me out, man. It's the right way to go because the voice actor was way better. That chick, she sounded. The other guy sounded like a monotone robot guy.
No, look, I didn't want that plain Jane white chick.
If I got a dick,
I wanted that blue alien that has a dick with the squid hair. So that's who I chose.
Yeah, sorry.
Liara, that was her name.
Greg, I don't like looking at a guy's ass the whole time.
You don't. You're looking at what he's looking at.
When he's
You're supposed to be looking down the barrel of the gun.
But you play the fucking game. Quit looking at pixelated ass.
Jesus.
Will you stop and start jerking off?
That's the only reason he plays games.
Come on, man. You were jacking off to one game earlier.
Was I?
I gotta look back in the chat and see what game it was, but you were rubbing one off.
All right.
Was that me? Are you sure?
That wasn't you. I'm talking to Greg, sir.
Okay, I'm about to say, yeah.
Pro gamer. Sweet dude.
That's right.
All right, Greg, let's go.
So that's your number 8, Jonathan?
Yep.
Mass Effect. My number 8 is probably one of the greatest games ever made, honestly. The Last of Us. It is hard to top a game that plays better than this one. The storytelling was great. The fucking gameplay was great. This game has very few flaws, if any at all.
But the second one improved on all that.
The gameplay was great in the second one. The story was not. I'll just say that. But I chose the images from the first game just to get that retro feel to it, but because they have remastered it. I think
Yeah.
3 or 4 times now. As a matter of fact, you can buy The Last of Us Part 1, which I think is a remaster of a remaster, which is kind of fucking weird, but
It hadn't even
whatever.
been like 6 years old, something like that.
yeah.
So they're already doing a remaster.
The second remaster.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, Last of Us, great game. I wish Dustin would have been around to fucking talk about it, but
Ah, well.
be
He's
that
too
as
busy
it may.
being your mom's
Yeah,
favorite
he-
game to play.
Oh yeah, he probably
Had to
is.
pee, now he's got to poop.
Probably.
All right, man. I feel like we should be on number 5 by now. Shit. All this talking you're doing. Number 7. Is that what we're on? Number 7?
We're on number 8. Or no, you're on number 7. You went
Yeah, I'm
first.
on
That's
number
right.
7. Yeah. Pay attention, dude.
You're
gonna
asking?
It's gonna be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Yo, this game came out for GameCube.
What?
I do believe this was fire, man. The soundtrack to this game untouched to this day.
There's no 3D Sonic that's good.
No, this one was
No,
good.
there's not.
This one has Shadow in it for the 1st
They're working
time.
on one that's supposed to be all right, but
And then you had the Super Sonic and then Super Shadow, and it was just dude.
It super sucks.
But what I loved about this game was raising Chow. These little blue guys, little baby man, this was the Chow. And you could raise them to be whatever. You gave them little upgrades and they could fight and shit. It was cool. You raised them like they were your kids.
Raise them to be whatever.
Yeah,
raise
raise
them to be whatever.
Can they be Roman gladiators?
No.
No,
Unfortunately,
they're not whatever.
they can be whatever, anything but that.
What about a doctor?
Dustin, did you see my number?
I
8?
did.
Be smart.
I
You
did.
take
I
them
was,
to
It was The
school.
sorry, I
Last
had to
of
take a
Us.
phone call, but yeah, I haven't played that game, so you're gonna be mad at me.
I know. I don't understand why.
I played like an hour. I played like an hour of it. I don't know. I can't get into it. Maybe one day.
How could you not get into it? That's what.
I don't
And you're
know.
giving me shit about having Red Dead low on my list.
So my number 7 is the original Tony Hawk.
Wait, Dustin, what'd you think of Sonic?
Yeah, I mean Sonic's cool. Number
There you
7
go.
is my number 7 is Tony
That's the
Hawk's
correct
Pro
answer.
Skater. That game was iconic. It came out.
Skater.
I remember it being on a demo, and you just skated.
Yeah,
the
I remember
warehouse,
that demo.
and it had the band Primus. It had the Primus song.
It was called Hanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It was called Warehouse. It's called the Warehouse. But
I
I
remember
sworn it was
Yeah.
called the Hanger, but it might have been
Right.
called Warehouse.
I was
It
like
was called The
anti-skater for like a very long time.
oh yeah, so you're probably fuck that game.
No, this is what happened. Is like, everyone's trying to tell me, man, you got to play this Tony Hawk game. You'll fucking love it. And I'm like, I'm not gonna like this game. It's just another fucking skater game. It's probably shit. But really, I liked it anyway because I like the skate or die games. I was
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I don't know why I was being that way, but I was. Played Tony Hawk, and I'm like,
Still
"Wow,
like
this
that to this day.
No, like my nephew brought it over, and I'm like, what you bring over that fucking skateboard shit for? I played it, and I was instantly addicted. I'm like, man, this
Grumpy
game's pretty
old
fucking
man.
fun.
He's an old man since he was a child.
That's
That was
right.
another game that I have fond memories of playing with my friends and just
Trying to
get
grind the high rails and shit.
and trying to get like the biggest combos you could get.
Oh
and
yeah.
high score and shit.
What's the best skateboard move ever?
Christ Air.
Uh,
Got to be
couldn't
Christ
tell you.
Air.
Christ
I
Air.
love
I'm
Christ
Florence.
Air.
Christ Air.
Christ Air, yeah, sure.
Bob Burnquist.
That's my number 7, Tony Hawk.
Bob Bergquist.
But I do like all the Tony Hawk games, but nothing beats the original. And the remaster is just as good. I love.
Then there
playing
was
the remaster.
Kareem Campbell, like the only black guy in the game.
I love Tony Hawk's tweets. They're pretty good because people say, "Man, you just look just like Tony Hawk." It's like, oh,
What?
really? That's crazy. And he'll go on and they'll realize later, like, oh shit, that was Tony Hawk.
I remember
All right,
Bam and them
Jonathan.
hated him because he
You
was
ready
so
for this?
conservative.
I'm ready. Assassin's Creed,
Which one?
More games I haven't played.
mostly up to Black Flag, and kind of tapered off after that. But
There
What
was a
happened
movie.
to those games, man?
the first one, I got a bad about halfway through that game, and I was really struggling to get through it. I think it was it you, Greg, that really pushed me to play it.
I think so because I really liked it.
And yeah, and then I finally pushed to the part where the like the real wow moment. You're like, oh my god, this is way bigger than I thought it was, and that's when it took off. And Assassin's Creed 2 is probably the best sequel there's ever been to another game. As far as taking this and making it better. And so Assassin's Creed 2, and I would say Brotherhood is probably right behind it on my list. And then Black Flag, probably. But after that, yeah. But, I get a lot more out of it, even though it's more one player. It's I get a lot of history out of it because all the historical stuff is very accurate. Like how the buildings look, though, that's how they looked in those days. And a lot of research was done on that, and that's all.
Yeah, I will say that they definitely did their homework for research in those games because they would make the cities look pretty much exactly how they would have looked in that time. So.
Yeah, the only one of those I played was the one where he's in Italy. Which one was that, Jonathan?
That's 2.
Okay, yeah, Assassin's Creed 2. I love that game.
Ezio
Auditore.
Yeah. Shit, yeah, I love
Remember
that.
They're like, Assassino!
Assassino! Yep.
They'd be like, hey, aren't you? And then they just start freaking out and
knife to the face.
Yeah,
I love the it might have been in Brotherhood in this one, but you could throw that powder at them and it would start driving them crazy. And so they'd be like, ugh. They pick out their sword and just start fighting the people around them. They hallucinate and shit.
That might have been in 2.
It might have been in 2.
I remember that shit. Yeah,
because they start fighting each other. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'll do that to the big hulking dudes,
Yeah,
you start beating the shit out of everybody else. I'll jump in.
When you finally got souped up, boy, you felt like a boss in that game.
Oh, dude,
all the gear
when you got the shit where you could kill 2 folks at the same time, you just walk into a building. All right, two guys are dead. Fucking throwing dagger for that guy's dead. You just keyed that shit together.
I will say that those games could also be extremely aggravating, though. Whenever know that you countered some shit right and the game fucks you on it, and you get hit anyway.
I was thinking when you're trying to get away, particularly earlier in the game, when you're trying to get away and you keep getting hung up on shit.
Oh yeah.
You get hung up on something. You're trying to climb up a building, and for some reason, your dude just turns around and fucking jumps off of the building. Man, talk about controller snapping frustration. Man,
all right, let's continue on because we still got a lot to get through here. All right, my number 7 is the Lunar games. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue. One of my most beloved RPGs ever. I picked a little boss battle here when you fought the white dragon in the first game. It was a pretty epic moment. I don't quite understand why the dragon has a hand as a dick in this picture. I see 2 arms, one that two that's coming out of one's coming out of his stomach, one that's coming out from this. Wait, he's got 2 arms there.
Yeah, he's having a bad day.
Why does he have a hand dick?
It's not a bad life, dude. One for jacking off while he's fighting you. Duh.
But there is no dick to jack.
These games were great though. It had a
he's got a little bit different battle
first, system.
Dude. Give him a second.
He's got little gold titties right there. Little gold titties.
Yeah, he looks irradiated.
But the Lunar games were great. They had little cutscenes in them that were almost like basically parts of an anime, which was pretty cool.
Does anyone I care about die in the game? That's the true thing of an RPG.
That question in case you haven't played it, but
this came out 20 years ago, dude.
It's more than that.
The statute of limitations are up. It needs to be spoiled.
But these are great RPGs. They are must play for anyone who loves the classic JRPG.
Nice.
You go around. You got to find different dragons to get different parts to go try to summon the goddess. Typical.
Is Grandia 2 on your list?
It is not, but I saw it whenever I was looking for games, and I was like, the one RPG I got Jonathan to play.
You said you were looking for gays? What'd you say?
What?
I thought you said
no. I still love that I got through 3/4 of that game without using magic at all because I didn't understand how to use it.
Oh yeah, because I remember you had these little power up things that you
These
like you could
books.
use, and then I told you about it, and you're like, "Wait a minute,
Well,
this is why it was so hard."
Like, I was like, damn, I am fucking good that I just got through this game like melee only.
I'm like, you decided to play the game on like ultra
Old
hard
guys.
mode.
Let's move on, guys.
You shut your mouth. I'm talking.
Well, where the fuck is Dustin? Okay, I'm about to unload on this motherfucker when he comes back.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
listening.
He's listening to you.
I'm on the
Just chill,
phone real
dude.
quick.
He's on the
God
phone
damn.
real
Primal
quick.
Soul said Grandia 2. Talk
Leave him
about
alone.
weird memories.
Guys,
See?
leave him alone. All right.
I'm not talking to him.
Halo 2. You knew it was coming. Sniper rifle all. Halo 2. This is coagulation. Best level ever.
Strange you did this one. Halo 2.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one we played like nonstop. This is the first one I actually jumped into. Was Halo 2. I missed out on one. But
You missed out on the first. Okay.
Didn't you talk about the pistol from one earlier about how it was so OP? And now you're saying you never played one. You
because
jumped
I
right
had
into
the
two.
fucking internet and people talked about that, and I'd seen gameplay of the first
So
one.
you just talking out of your ass? What you saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been. It's not outside possibilities.
Uh-huh.
But do you remember screen hopping?
Sorry, mistake. Tit.
Screen hopping.
Yeah, that was the thing when you played split screen on this. This is before LAN parties and like multiplayer online. You had split screen, so it'd be divided into 4 screens.
Okay, did you just explain split screen to me?
Yes, sir. No, to some of the people that might be not unfamiliar with that, some of the younger audiences.
Uh-huh.
That was a long time. My brother doesn't know what split screen was. Like, he really just doesn't get that.
That's a sad thing that someone
You
today
know,
doesn't know what split
yeah.
screen is.
Still
Yeah,
have split screen today.
He never plays it that way. They only do online.
Okay.
But if screen hopping was a big deal. Someone's had the sniper ridicule on you and they moved last second, you were screen hopping. And they call you out on it. They said, "Bro, why did you move? You screen hopped. You knew I was going to snipe you."
Why do you call it hopping?
That's what we called it, man. Screen. Why do we call it melee or melee? I mean, come on.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, y'all said a lot of shit.
Goddamn, Lawrence, you made me almost cough up a lung with your bullshit.
They'd say, "Stop screen hopping," and then you have to, like,
I definitely
was
did
life.
that in Mario Kart 64 when you shoot the green shells backwards.
That was life then. This is
Fucking
2005,
nailed it.
circa 2005.
All right, Dustin, you're up. Get your ass back on camera and give us your pick. Dustin.
Oh, but Dustin.
All right, I guess
All right, I'm
there he
here,
is.
I'm here.
Oh, it's back. Okay.
Here it is. Hold
Sorry.
your horses.
I was about to go past you.
Sorry,
Yes,
I'm
we were.
sorry,
We were about
everybody.
to just
I'm
straight
out
skip
of
your
town
ass.
right now. My girlfriend just got off work. She wanted to talk to me real quick, tell me good night,
Yeah,
show me your titties, all that good stuff. So,
I was about to ask. I'm like, did you get? You got it. Okay, good.
all right. So I'm here now. I'm not going anywhere. Number 6. My number 6 is I put GTA because I played all of them, and I played all of them all the way through. Probably Vice City's probably my favorite. Maybe San Andreas. I also really like 5. I still play 5. I played 5. 5 might be my favorite because I've played it on literally every console that it's been on since it came out.
Myself, actually.
All the way up to it's on my PS5 right now, and I played it a few days ago.
PC and Xbox One.
I enjoy the online. Once I learned how to play the online portion of the game, I really enjoy that. So
What's the picture?
I don't have pictures. I'm not on my computer.
Damn it, Lawrence.
I thought, Greg, can you pull
It's
a
like
picture of this?
the third
No, we're
time.
good.
Everybody knows. If you don't know GTA, you got problems.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you're not into gaming, bud. You don't know
So-
GTA.
GTA is probably it's between 5 and San Andreas probably, or maybe. Which
Hey, both are good.
No one
Number
really
6
gives 4 any love though.
for Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do 4. 4 was not good for me.
Here we go,
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
All right,
You ready for this?
it's our number 6 pick, right?
Yep.
BioShock. That's
Which one is your favorite?
The first one, I would
First
probably say.
Yeah, the first one's the weirdest.
It's a toss up between Infinite and the first one for me. A lot of times.
The first one was great because the whole twist at the end. Oh man, what a brain fuck that was.
Oh yeah.
Because and you realize the whole time he was actually ordering you to do it and everything. Oh man, so good. It was one of those things where you wish you could forget it, and then go back and play it again and let it happen to you all over.
There's also a moment where you're like, when you find out, you're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah. Like, oh, son of a bitch.
Who was the guy with the bunny ears? Remember that whole scene?
That was from a trailer.
That was your mama.
That was like a regular, because it all happened on New Year's Eve, and some of the ones that were flipped out had masks on and stuff.
I've talked about this with a friend of mine a lot, and 2, I wasn't a fan of becoming a big daddy in 2.
Yeah. It was a little weird. That was a strange.
You don't like being Big Daddy?
I mean,
I don't like the way you looked when you said that. That's what, I don't like that.
Big Daddy.
My wife calls me Big Daddy.
That's right.
That was a weird name for those guys. I hated saying it. Big Daddies.
I like it when you call me Big Daddy.
My number 6.
Anyway.
I'm trying to move on. Quick.
I am because
fair enough.
Daddy kink. We don't kink shame here, okay?
Okay, we ain't kink shaming.
my number 6 is a Legend of Zelda series, but most importantly, Legend of Zelda 3: A Link to the Past, which is where I chose this picture from.
Interesting.
When Link pulls out the Master Sword, great moment. You got the whole light world, dark world thing, which I loved going back and forth between the worlds, trying to unlock shit that you couldn't get previously before. Going around and doing all the first, you do the first 3 dungeons, then you get to the dark world, and you're like, wait, now I got to do 8 of these motherfuckers to collect all those crystals. Then ultimately fight Ganon in the end, as you do with every single Zelda game ever. But
no, Mike,
more like, we're like 8 every other.
Yeah, that's true. Something interesting though, when I was looking through the list for like top games of all time, just going through different ones, I saw IGN had Breath of the Wild as their number 1 game of all time.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And
I found that very interesting.
Do you agree with that or what? I never played Breath of the Wild.
I liked Breath of the Wild, but I don't think it's the number 1 game of all time.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are mistaken in that, but I haven't played it though, so shit, maybe it's great.
It is fun, but
do I like being called daddy? I think I'd be the one calling people daddy.
No,
for the right price.
Oh yeah, because you said you're a sub.
Yeah,
I said I was a sub earlier. We thought we confirmed that.
He's meatball sub.
He's a meatball sub. Yeah, that's it.
well, Mr. Meatball Sub, what's your?
That's
number
why
5?
me and you are the Doms, Jonathan. That's why we're.
That's right.
Sitting next
Mystic
to each
Heroes. Wow, I have
right.
not seen that in ages.
Yes, game out for the GameCube. Mystic Heroes. You had an element. You could be Earth, Wind, Fire, Lightning. No one wanted to be Earth. Everyone fucking skipped that. No, it was called Gale. It was called Gale. You were Wind.
Yeah.
But I was always Lightning, and my best friend was always like Fire because he considered it the main element. Like he always had to be the main character. So Fire was the main guy for some reason. And you just went through levels, going through hordes of like monsters and dudes with swords and shit. Shit was crazy.
How come all your picks have like little kids in it?
I don't know. Maybe it's the kid in me.
He's getting in touch with his inner child for this list.
Did you have
the child is the father of the man?
Did you have to have a conversation with your neighbor when you moved in?
First off, Lawrence, if Conker's Bad Fur Day is not on your motherfucking list, we're gonna have some problems.
Well, here's the thing: a lot of my shit from my last list, from the Nintendo 64 list we did last time, was on there. So I don't want to put them on this one too. Like GoldenEye's not on this one. So
Conker's Bad Fur Day was an awesome game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Loved it.
So, John, you're up next, dude. You're Dustin.
Wait. No, I'm up.
Yes.
You is up.
Yeah. Who said Jonathan's up?
Lawrence, because he doesn't know what
No, I confused you guys.
All right. Anyways, my number 5 is another game that I have very fond memories of playing with my friends, and I just found out that they remastered it and they're putting it on Switch. So now I have to go buy a fucking Switch. so that I can play GoldenEye because I gotta fucking play that. Nothing's better than that.
I need to get a Switch too, but considering that it looks like I'm gonna have to get a new timing chain
that
for
pause.
my vehicle.
No, that pause music.
Yeah, pause menu. That shit.
Pause music good too, yeah. And
Hell
the
yeah.
campaign mode, and honestly, like the campaign mode on that game is fun too. But nothing beats the multiplayer.
Yeah, did you ever do the cheat codes like paintball mode and shit?
Oh, yeah.
We did
yeah.
paintball. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used
Golden
to do the
guns.
paintball mode, and then I'd like paint pictures on the walls. I'd like
Yeah.
draw.
What we would end up doing is we would make it to where like you had one shot kills. Period. It wasn't just a golden gun.
Oh, that was
that's
a
fun,
worst
that's
case
a fun way
scenario.
to do it too.
That was called worst case scenario.
Slappers only.
I mean,
I hated
there
slappers
were so
only.
many good game modes on that game that
This level
And it
was
was just-
facility.
fun. And that was another good game to get high and play with your buddies.
No, the best level was the one where you come in through the bathroom out of the
That's
vent.
facilities.
Oh,
Shoot
yeah.
the guy in the head. Shoot the guy in the
You come through the vent. You start off in the vent and you come out
Yep.
to the toilet. And-
Put out.
You think that game created some sociopaths? Because you did a lot of murder in that game
Fucking
and like weird,
bitches.
fucked
God
up.
bless
ways.
You were in
Goldeneye.
the service of Her Majesty, though.
Hey,
That's
that's
true.
That's the OG multiplayer shooter game.
But what's
okay?
weird-
Nothing,
100%.
nothing will ever
What's
touch
weird-
that game.
The game was better than the movie. I love the game, but I barely remember the fucking movie.
The movie wasn't bad, but
No,
you're right,
it
wasn't.
it is a forgettable movie.
Oh, here we go. You ready, Jonathan?
Primal Soul, you are of course correct. Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time is best.
Perfect Dark was good. Primal Soul. Sorry.
That was your cue, Greg. That was your cue. Thank you.
Come on, Greg.
Zelda,
Distracting me with the
Ocarina of
chat.
Time. God damn it. There it is. There's my favorite Zelda.
Ocarina. Ocarina was
Hell
good,
yeah.
but I like Link to the Past just a little bit better.
And a lot of that is because of my mom. She what we would do is I would do a lot of playing, but she would get like the Prima guide, and we would like 100% the game. Like we'd start a new save, and we would just, she'd read it as I'm playing through it. So it holds a little special spot for me. So that's my number 5.
Nice.
Aw.
A worthy number 5.
Yes.
Was Majora's better? Isn't it how like the debate?
No. Moving on.
Watch it be number 1 on his fucking list.
My number 5 is the entire Mega Man series, every single game.
Number 5.
What about Mega Man
Mega-
X? When he had hair? Did you like that one?
What my favorite Mega Man? I'm just gonna ignore that, Lawrence. My favorite Mega Man is Mega Man 2. That's the one that's the most dear to my heart because it's the one I played the most. But I like this picture. I actually kind of want to get a poster of this. I really like it when I found it online. But it's like all the fucking robots, man.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool. I'd print this shit out and have it as a poster. I found it on I think it was I don't know, whatever that fucking artsy site is. Pinterest, maybe. I don't know.
Pinterest.
But Mega
Man,
Man.
you'd be doing the. You'd be doing
Obviously,
research.
I like Mega Man a lot. If I have Mega in my online handle, pretty much everything.
All right, shut up, Greg.
So anything that I have ahead of it must be near and dear to me.
Jesus.
You got
Why was
real
that-
close to the mic on that one.
Why was that so loud?
Because I really love it.
God damn, Greg. Is it my turn now? Are you done?
Sure.
Make sure I didn't accidentally turn my gain all the way up.
It was so loud. Scared me.
Sorry.
All right, Lawrence, come on.
God damn, Lawrence, go.
No, we're still laughing at Greg. All right, Batman.
We're ready to laugh at
Vengeance.
you.
Oh God, no, you
That
didn't
game
put this
Really?
game on here.
This game was good for its time because it was.
No,
so
it was
Yeah,
not.
Take
It
this
was-
seriously, Lawrence.
There's-
And
show-
on its time, and for its time, it was like I think it got like a 2 in Game Pro. Like
No,
it's
because
like,
the show was one of the best shows. It got Emmys. The show did, and the game was based on that.
no,
And it
the
was-
game was fucking trash.
Yes, the game was trash.
The game was fucking garbage.
Well,
Get that fucking
You
get
were
that off
older
the
than I
screen,
was.
Greg. Take that
at the
off the
time.
screen.
Get it out of here.
No,
Leave
this is
him
what
on
we're gonna
stage.
do real quick here. We're gonna pull, even though I don't like this site, we're gonna see what Metacritic gave it.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's
it's like
Metacritic give it?
Why did you
2
not
out
like
of
this
10.
game? Did you play it?
It was garbage.
Did you
So
play
the
it?
Metacritic rating is a
Yes.
70, which I think that's bullshit.
No, it's really good. It
The
deserves
user
higher
score
than
is a
that.
5.9.
Nice. That's good, right?
No.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Well, I'm rounding numbers, so it's above.
They wrote articles about how bad this game was.
No, you're thinking of Batman Dark Tomorrow. Vengeance was good, man.
No.
You were outside of your goddamn mind.
You could have
There
listed
wasn't-
the Arkham games, the ones that you tried to say were better than Spider-Man, but you didn't. What do
Honestly,
you list?
Vengeance-
Batman fucking Vengeance.
Well,
Batman
I have good
Vengeance.
memories
That's
with
what
it, man.
he picks. No.
We had good memories with it.
Nope.
You're the only one.
We stayed up till like dawn playing that game.
Nope. Nope. No.
Denied.
I guess
What's
next
the
you're going to
next
tell me
you
the
Hot shot. You're up
RoboCop
next.
NES
Let's see it.
game was your number one.
Lawrence. It's enough.
What's your pick? Let's go. Let's hear it.
Yeah, come on, you drunk motherfucker.
I'm not drunk.
You kind of look it.
No, I'm tired. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. Let's see. My number 4 is my favorite game, probably currently, that I play all the time pretty much as soon as it comes out. I try to wait till it's cheap, but I love the NBA 2K games. I've probably played every single one since 2010.
No steam whatsoever.
Yeah, nobody cares about those old guy games.
It's not an old guy game.
It
What
is
the
an
fuck
old
you talking
guy
about,
game.
old guy
Well,
game?
kind of.
Sports games suck.
all
Why
the
not
young
just play-
guys
why
at
would
my
you not-
work
Sports
play
game. That game is not a sports game completely. It's a fucking RPG. Sports
No, it's
game,
a
okay?
sports game.
It's a sports game.
It's a sports game with RPG elements.
I never understood sports games. I'm like, why not just play the sport? Like, why are
Yeah,
you playing
no,
the game?
because you can't play sports. That's why you're not an athlete. You think you're an athlete because you go to the gym and work out, but you're not an actual athlete. I could
Never
probably
said I
whip your
was.
ass in basketball. In
I
real
never
life.
said I was. You probably would. Sports are boring, man.
You're fucking boring with your fucking games nobody's
It's like,
heard of.
What?
You have Batman Vengeance is number 4. Fuck out of
Yeah,
here,
you
okay?
can't say
All
shit.
You
Batman
can't say
more.
shit. You should
You
just shut your
can't
mouth.
say nothing.
Honestly, you should just mute him, Greg, because at this point, his,
I
his
mean,
fucking opinion is not valid.
He is out of pocket.
For one game?
Look, I know the
I'll
three
be-
of y'all ain't sports fans, and probably
look,
none of our
I'll say
fans are
this:
sports fans.
Dustin's game doesn't have a lot of steam behind it because it's so kind of,
It's just a game.
just-
It's
like-
NBA 2K.
it's like one of those games. It's just no real excitement behind it. But I will say this: it's fucking better than Batman Vengeance.
And look, I love basketball. Okay, it's my favorite fucking sport.
I love Batman. That's my favorite fucking superhero.
I like how I can immerse myself in the game and feel like I actually am a fucking NBA player.
I like how Batman has no powers and he's basically
Fuck you.
like-
There's way better Batman games than that.
It's
Way
about
better
the
Batman
memories.
games than that.
It's
No,
about
shut the fuck up.
memories.
Batman
about the
Forever for
memories.
Sega was a better fucking game than that.
Oh,
Well, I like Batman Forever, so I mean, I'm not gonna argue. I like Batman Forever.
moving on,
My
Jonathan.
favorite Batmans.
What is your
I love how
number?
Well-
nobody reacted to my game. That's
I knew this
Well,
would be somewhere
I
there.
never. Yeah, Portal, baby. Love
Well, you play as a
Portal.
stick figure? Who's that? What is this game?
Wait, you've never heard of Portal?
No.
No, but
Never
Batman
seen-
Vengeance is number 4 on his list.
Jesus
How,
Christ.
look, how have you never heard of Portal?
Because I have a life. What is this?
Even I played the first
Oh my
Portal.
God.
Everybody's heard of Portal
I
except
have
for
a
you.
life. Listen to that shit. It was in the orange box, the first
Oh.
Portal with
Well,
Team
I have
Fortress
friends
2.
that have Portal tattoos. Like that's a pretty iconic game, I'd say.
Even Big T
Fucking A.
says Batman Arkham Asylum, Lawrence. Just
Yeah.
saying.
You could pick any of the Arkham games, even the last one, and it was better. Than that.
So should I give him a check?
Is Ark Survival Evolved on anyone's list?
No.
No. Because that game was so goddamn buggy.
It might be my number one. Just wait and see.
I hope not.
Well, let's see. What's your number 2?
I will
Greg,
lose a
or
lot of
3?
respect for you.
He's not on number 2.
Well,
We're on number 3.
Yeah, we're not even on number
That-
2. First
that
one.
Portal-
Greg.
The Portal was 1 and 2, by the way. I don't know. I like the whole shebang.
I never played 2. I did play 1. It was a fun game.
2 was fun as
Challenge,
shit.
very challenging at times.
And they had what's the name? The dude that played J. Jonah Jameson. What's his fucking name? Actor.
Oh, it's J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, he was one of the characters in that game in Portal 2.
That dude's good in anything he's in.
Fucking A,
Well,
he
I
is.
give y'all some more titties
He
for my
played
next
Cave Johnson, which is a great name. But go ahead, please. Okay.
My number 4 is the Breath of Fire series.
Waffle Fire.
I don't see
Hey,
titties. Where the titties?
that's-
Oh, there.
it's
She's covering
pixelated.
the nipples with her
Oh,
hair.
yes.
This is the final
Because-
battle of Breath of Fire 3. You fight this goddess chick who basically was trying to enslave the world.
Just think about the days, like, parents of the time were like, we can't let our kids see these pixelated titties. We got to put some hair over them,
Yep.
because it's going to influence our kids. We can't
This
have
is a
that.
game you can't play when the parents are around. Yeah.
That's right,
This sometimes is my favorite RPG ever. So this game fluctuates on the list, but
That
great characters. I actually
purple
considered
suit
getting a tattoo of the guy holding the spear.
looks like a
name is Gar.
Bowser. Looks like one of Bowser's
Yeah.
kids
Does it? Yeah.
from Mario 3.
He does kind of look like Bowser. Actually.
Yep, it was like
Like
one
a
of
Super
the
Saiyan
kids.
Bowser.
Well, his name is Gar. It's not Bowser. But
Ah,
the Breath of Fire series as a whole is a great RPG series for anyone who likes JRPGs. On par with Final Fantasy. So check them out.
oh.
All right, man. My number
said that?
3. We're on number 3 now. Jonathan, you're gonna appreciate this. Civ 5. It's the best
Hey.
of the Civs. The computers were the hardest in this one. They dumbed them down in 6 for some reason, but like,
Now hold on.
and tell me something,
Hold
Jonathan.
Hold up. Now look.
What's up?
It wasn't that they were hard. They just did really stupid things.
Yeah,
Like-
that was
Like, you could have a small neighbor next to you, and they'd be like, I know I'm going to lose, but I'm attacking you anyway.
right.
Who the fuck does that?
But
Like, and then you just straight up slap them off the face of the earth. I'm like, well, that was kind of dumb, wasn't it?
You're saying that about-
that's what they did in 5.
no,
and-
5 they actually attacked you. 6 they don't attack you. They leave you the fuck alone. You're like,
Right.
I need you to attack me. I want you to invade my country to make it more exciting, dude. So like,
What if they aren't equipped to invade your country?
no, if you played them on the hardest difficulty, they would always come at
What?
you like when you had one archer.
Do you play on the
One
hardest
Civ.
difficulty in Civ 6? Oh, I forgot you can't run
Yes,
Civ
I
6
do.
on your fucking computer.
By myself, I can. I just can't do it multiplayer with
Oh, he can, Jonathan. It was just his internet that was a problem.
Oh, right,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, see
Fucking
how it's a
spark
different
light.
excuse? Yeah, it's a different excuse every time.
But if you're telling me 6 was harder than 5, man, you need to take a good hard look in the mirror because that's a lie. 6, I played on the hardest difficulty. All you need are nukes and helicopters. That's it.
Well, goddamn, that's all you need in real life, really, if you think about
Nukes and helicopters.
Jets, nukes.
it.
You got me there. All right, Dustin.
My turn now? Okay.
Eventually, we'll finish our game of Civ, Jonathan.
Yeah.
One of these days. All right. So this game is very near and dear to my heart because it's one of my best memories I have with my dad. And I think I've mentioned it in another list before, but one night we stayed up all night playing this game and we got to like level 3 because we kept dying. But Super Mario 3.
Oh,
Super Mario 3.
that's difficult, man.
That was
Yeah,
also my mother's favorite video game. Was Mario?
Oh yeah, my
3.
mom would play the game too, but my mom was out of town. She had to go out of town for business, and my dad. It was just me and my dad at the house, and he was like, "You want to play Mario?" So we played Mario. We did the 2-player version, and we kept fucking losing all our lives on the second world. And I think we played till like 2:30 in the morning, and then got to like World 3, and we were like, "Fuck this."
I remember my mom and my brother's wife, who are both passed away now, but they would sit and play Mario 3 for fucking hours. And
Oh, yeah.
just
My
smoke
mom-
and just sitting there playing Mario 3, drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. That was a life, buddy. Let me tell you.
Cigarettes and coffee.
There can be worse lives, man.
Every
Yeah,
once in a
but-
while, they call me in there to finish a level that they couldn't get past, and then they shoo me away. They're like, "All right, we got this. You
Get
can
out of
go
here,
ahead."
kid. You're bothering me.
That's right, go away,
My
kid.
dad
You
was
bother
my
me.
dad was definitely chiefing cigarettes the whole fucking time we were playing too. Right next to me. The good old days.
Oh yeah.
Nothing like the fucking
How the cigarette smoke ain't gonna hurt you. Stop bitching.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny now though is like if I get around cigarette smoke now, I immediately start feeling like shit.
I
My
can't.
eyes
I gotta
start
get
watering,
away.
I start coughing. I'm like, oh my god.
Man, as soon as she hits my lungs, I'm like,
And I know, dude, we literally used to ride in cars with the windows up, cigarette
straight up
smoke and
hot
shit.
boxing tobacco.
This is how they were, man.
And they
Oh,
smoked in
yeah.
the house. Dude, we had ashtrays in the house and stuff.
Shit.
Okay,
The
man.
whole house smelled like smoke.
Now my parents smoke outside and shit. They don't even smoke inside.
It's weird how it does that. To your own house. It is done
Yeah.
to your own house. All right, my number 3 is one y'all probably give me shit about.
No,
I like
Oh,
Minecraft.
No, I can't hate on that.
I enjoy playing
Minecraft
Minecraft with my
has
with my daughter.
earned its spot.
Yeah, it's a cultural phenomenon.
Absolutely. I mean, not just for what it has accomplished, but the what it's done to the rest of the gaming community is, all these other survival, other games that it took off because of it.
Roblox
You
would
know.
not exist without Minecraft.
I mean, 100%. And that guy that made it, I can't remember his damn name now. Maybe somebody in the chat will know, but he sold it for like a ridiculous amount of money to Microsoft. Sure. Like it was a stupid amount of money. Like that dude is like he did that game and set himself up for life.
And honestly, it probably wasn't that hard to make.
Yeah, he probably didn't even have to work that hard to make it.
I remember hearing about this game from Justin McElroy on the Joystick podcast, which tells you how long ago it was. Which doesn't even exist anymore. I remember him explaining it, and I was like, man, let me go look that up. And I went and checked it out, and I've basically been playing it on and off ever since. I still play with my buddy Blake and his wife and a bunch of other people every once in a while. So it's
yeah, my little brother likes
to
to play it, and he's got like some elaborate worlds with like really awesome builds in it and stuff. Like he's really good at it.
My boys have got into it, and I've I'll step in. I'm like, hey, it's how you make a portal to the Netherworld. They're like, what? When you make that Nether portal and it lights, you're like, what? Yeah, what? How did you do that? I'm like, look, the old man knows some things, all right.
My favorite thing to do is like, because Haley likes to play Minecraft too, and she would build it. We'd be like building stuff. I'd like be building stuff over here. She'd be building stuff over there. And then I'd wait for her to get done with whatever she's building. And then I'd drop dynamite all over her structure and then blow the shit up.
Damn.
Fuck
that stuff. Yeah, Notch. That Notch was his name. Was the
probably why she is the way she is.
All right, my number 3 is one of my favorite tactical games of all time, Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
I did not like this game.
I loved this game. Like I was hooked from the moment I played it, and this game was Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones. The amount of betrayal and shit that happened in this game just absolutely blew my mind because the story was phenomenal, and it just had so many different arcs and turns. It really wasn't a story for a kid. It was kind of hard to even understand the amount of betrayal that was going on as a kid, but great game, great combat system, fun to play, spend hours in one battle if you have to.
Damn.
A lot of grinding if you don't know how to do shit, but this is one that I actually think Jonathan would enjoy a lot. Just because
I don't like tactics games. I like XCOM.
You like more strategy, but not so much tactics.
Yeah, I'm not so big on the tactics games, but Mama Soul says the judges were dicks. I don't know what that means, but
well, the judges were not in the first game, so they came along later. But
all right, Lawrence, what's your shitty number 2?
My list was good up until Batman Vengeance, man. Y'all ain't gonna let that go.
Nope.
I'll let it go, Lawrence, as long as you give your number 2.
It was not good.
My number 2 was Battlefront 2, Star Wars, the PS2 version, not the new remake. This original one, boy, man, we got sick playing this game because we never went to sleep.
Even though the new one's pretty good too, but
no, the new one's not bad. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But the original went hard, man. This was the game. You felt like you were really in a war. Like stuff was at stake, taking those bases over, and
Oh yeah, it was good shit.
yeah, good shit. When you became a commander, or you came you could choose to be a Jedi or whatever. You came on the battlefield. That shit went so hard.
What about the
Primal Soul,
online?
The online, I never really fucked around with that. Not for PS2.
Not for PS2.
Nah.
The online
Primal
Thanks,
Soul.
Sweet Tea. Thank you.
online can be fun, but if you're in the right room, if you get in a room with a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
I know it's not the
Just
game that you
racist
picked, but I
people
remember playing
screaming the N-word at you.
Star Wars Battlefronts with Lawrence and our friend Cooper.
Oh, it's about the newer one.
Yeah, and we would do heroes mode, but you fucking hated because you
I hated
spawned in
that,
as a
man.
hero,
Because it's
going
like
through Merc and shit.
just war, dude. Just have the war bases.
Yeah. I'm with you, Lawrence. Fuck that hero shit.
Yeah, fuck the heroes. It's cheap,
The
man.
Primal Soul, I tried Wasteland 3, but it was real buggy at the time. I think it had just come out. I need to dip back in that.
Dustin Savoy.
It's actually your mom's favorite game to play.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
I'm supposed to reveal names.
Get it right. Yeah.
Government
it's on
name.
there. Yeah, you use my whole government name too, motherfucker.
Don't mail him any bombs, guys. Leave him
Because
alone.
we've never done that before.
My number 2 is
Number 2.
a game that was mentioned already and way too low, but Spider-Man for PS4, PS5. I mean, I literally bought a PlayStation 4 just so I could play this game because I was an Xbox guy and now I'm a PlayStation guy.
The original or the Miles Morales version?
No, I played the rematch. I haven't played the Miles Morales version yet. I do want to play it, but
It's good. The Miles Morales is really good.
I will because it's on the Game Pass for PlayStation. But I never finished the game on PS4, and then I got a PS5. But finally it was on Game Pass, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna download it, finish the game." God, that game is fucking amazing. Like the story is great, the graphics are great. Swinging around the city is satisfying. Like literally, you could
Even
just
the
fire
little side missions are good. Like all the little research things just to get tokens. It's all so enjoyable. And like they utilize the stuff that you get just to do small things. Like
upgrade your weapons.
Upgrade your
moves.
weapons.
The suits. There's fucking 45. I think there's 45 different Spider-Man suits on there that you can use. And all of them have different abilities.
Right.
It just checks every box. It's just a fun game. And like you could literally just fire the game up and swing around the city for 15 minutes and then turn the game off and you'd be like, man, that was fun.
And sometimes I do that all the time. Like literally, I'm like, I got like 20 minutes before I got to go to work. I'll go knock out a side mission on Spider-Man, swing around a little bit.
Yeah, literally just a great fucking game, and the story is fucking great, and the cinema, the cutscenes are good. It has all the good villains in it. Besides it doesn't have the Hobgoblin or the Green Goblin, but
I'll say this, Dustin. I know I gave y'all shit saying Arkham's were better than Spider-Man. The Batman's, they're not. I'm sorry.
I played the Arkham.
Batman.
Don't get me wrong. The Arkham games are good, but this game was a masterpiece. Like literally,
the way you can use the environment in combat is just fucking amazing.
No, like the combat stuff was good in Arkham. The problem with me was like, why couldn't the city feel as fresh as like Spider-Man's? Like that felt like you were Spider-Man, like a day in the life of being Spider-Man. Yeah. Why can't they do that, Batman? They emptied the city out, and it's like you're either fighting in Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. I want a game where I'm Batman.
The city didn't feel alive.
Right. Yeah, that's my only issue.
It definitely feels that way in Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, it's perfect.
You even get little bits of experience for like when you solve small crimes and shit like that. Like the citizens will come up and thank you. You can like shake their hand and it'll give you like 5 experience or something.
Yeah, that's what we need for a Batman.
Like there'll be somebody that's like, oh, my brother got kidnapped, and you have to fucking find him in the trunk and get some experience points. Yeah,
should have got kidnapped.
It's literally a master. Like when it comes to video games, it's a masterpiece.
It's really good. I'm enjoying playing it right now. So,
all right, number 2, Halo.
Which one's your favorite?
We go multiplayer story.
Story, campaign.
He's gonna say 3. I already know it.
Probably 3. Yeah.
Yep. Knew it was coming.
quickly followed by the first one.
With Jonathan, remember?
I'll say this.
Courtyard.
I'll say this. I was giving Jonathan a lot of shit earlier today, saying these games are overrated, but they're really not. They were like really the only reason to have an Xbox for me is because the Halo games were so good.
They were such a product of their
I
time.
never really got excited about shooter games before, but I did Halo, and to me, the best game is Halo Reach.
Yeah, this actually
It
got
had
a
the
lot
best
of people
story to me.
to join the Marines. Like they saw a spike in like enlistment because of this game.
I liked Halo Reach because Halo Reach was the Empire Strikes Back of the Halo series.
Yeah,
It ended on such a downer.
Nah,
Like
remember
you-
they blew up
yeah.
that ship?
Like you knew what was going to happen because you'd heard about Reach.
Yep.
So and so it was all everything leading up to it. And that one dude, the big guy, like blows up the ship and everything, and that dude died knowing that he had just saved the whole shebang.
Yep.
But he had no idea what happened after that. In his head, this is what we needed.
But yeah, the Halo series is great.
The fucking hype for Halo 2 was unreal.
Oh yeah, people were waiting in line for it.
See, for me, it was Halo 3. Like the way people went absolutely fucking nuts for the release of Halo 3 blew my mind.
3, I don't know if you remember all the media shit that like commercials and stuff like they had like fake interviews with these people from the war and everything.
Oh, what?
With Master Chief in it. And
did 3 come out around the same time as the Modern Warfare 2? Or was it Battlefield? Well, not Battlefield, but what's the Black Ops? Blops. I just remember there being 2 releases right at the same time that were like crazy. Like you had to wait in line at GameStop.
Yeah.
Don't do that no more. Just go on and fucking download that shit.
All right, y'all get ready to squint your eyes for these ultra awesome graphics I'm about to give you for my number 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
My number 2 is Chrono Trigger. This game
boy.
had it all. Time travel,
The ending was
great
shit.
cast of characters, cool robot dude. You had a fucking spaceship. You had a time traveling spaceship.
But dude, the ending.
Wait a minute. What's going on that right wing there?
Yeah, what's she doing? She's like, her pose is weird. Where's her clothes at?
Yeah,
she was a cave woman.
She don't have much clothes.
She came from the prehistoric era, so.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
so
I will say this, Greg. Best music. Like second best soundtrack after Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Wow.
Did you say that Sonic 2 has the best soundtrack out of any video game? Did you just say that?
Go listen to it right now.
No, Final Fantasy 7 probably has the best.
Okay, that's up there. I can't fall.
Red Dead 1.
So let me ask this. Am I the only person in this chat who's played through Chrono Trigger?
Probably.
That's fucking crap.
No, Greg, the end, dude. The ending was. You like the ending?
Well, I mean, it depends on which ending you did, because this game had multiple endings. You could end the game in the first battle with Lavos if you wanted to. I mean, you better be damn good to beat him in that first battle, but you're not beating him without cheating in that first battle. It's just not happening.
Oh, Primal Soul said he played every ending.
Yeah. Oh, shit. True soldier right there.
How many endings are there?
Good question.
I don't remember exactly. I think
God
I think
damn
it was
it,
like 7
Greg.
or 10.
Suppose 7 or 10? What the fuck?
7 or 10.
7 or 80.
That's a lot.
Let's see. Let's Google it real quick here.
I did it on New Game Plus over and over and over. It's a real.
How many endings was it? 15 actually. 15 endings and one bad.
Lord.
So there was one bad ending and 14 additional ones.
But you had to do something special to get that bad ending. That was a big deal.
Yeah, you just lose to Lavos. That's your bad ending.
We're done here. Real special.
I didn't realize it was that many. Like, yeah, 15 is a
15.
lot for a game of that time.
You just couldn't pick one. They were all too good.
I always go for the best. Always. I want the best ending.
That's right.
Then you go back later and get all the bad ones or the mediocre ones. All right, Lawrence, number one. I can't wait
What's
to see
your
what it is.
number one?
Number one.
Number
Oh my
one.
God.
Number
I don't
one.
I'm
know.
kind of disappointed because it was already picked before. But
Disappointing. We've
but
been
here it
disappointed
is.
your whole list.
no, only one of them was kind of questionable. I'll give you that.
Your last one was okay.
I already know what Lawrence's number one is, and I hate it.
It's Mass Effect 1. Of
I don't
everything
hate
about this. Everything about this
You are a
game is
big Mass
perfect.
Effect fan. I mean, it is a good game. I wouldn't be on that.
But Jonathan, let me ask you this: how did they
You
drop
played
the
as a
ball?
female shepherd.
Look up the voice actress, and you'll understand why.
Doesn't
Shepherd.
matter.
I don't care. That's
Shepard.
not
Her
a
voice
factor.
was perfect for like if you went bad in this game, Renegade. Her voice had that sting to it, like that was like authoritative. That she had
Lawrence,
really
do you
went
play
well.
with female characters because you have titties? Is that what it is?
Might be. I
Well,
mean, what do
ask
you want
me a
to say?
question. Ask me a question, Lawrence.
Okay, my question to you was: how did they drop the ball in Andromeda? Like, what the fuck happened?
I just have one question for you regarding these games that you
That's
choose.
all
Hold on,
EA.
Greg. Let Jonathan answer this.
That's all EA. EA pushing them to put out a product in a fiscal year. Same thing that happened to Andromeda. It happened to Anthem, and it happened to Battlefield. It's
Everything
going to
that
continue to
EA
happen
puts out.
until we draw the line in the fucking sand and stop buying their goddamn broken fucking games.
Yeah, like Madden.
that's not gonna happen,
Fucking
dude.
just
Like,
release
hey,
trash every
I'm
year.
guilty of it. I pre-ordered Anthem. I pre-ordered Battlefield 2042. I fell for it too. But I can tell you what, not no more. We done.
You
Ain't no
finally
more hype train. We done.
So, Lawrence,
Exactly.
this is my question.
Tired. Go ahead, Greg.
When you play these games like Mass Effect, and you play as a character, is that character a representation of you, or is it a different character
No, it's
altogether?
a fucking different character. Why would it be me? That's stupid. I live my life. What the fuck?
You don't
I
like
always
to be
play it.
immersive in the games you're playing?
No, it's always another person's story. So I have I don't feel bad.
Well,
when I make
you know
bad
what?
decisions.
Lawrence wants to be anybody but
So you don't
himself
try to
because he
put
hates
yourself in the game.
Well, here's the thing: is like I don't want to be a fucking murderer. Like if I want to be
That's
renegade,
right.
it's going to be somebody else's thing.
Yeah,
That's why
he
I was
doesn't want to be a
asking.
murderer because he really is a murderer. He's a
No,
serial
because
murderer.
that's the thing. I haven't been caught yet, so I guess I'm some good at it. I'll take it.
I can't argue that.
Well, skirting past that, Dustin, what's your number one?
All right. Well, my number one was mentioned on somebody's list, and it was way too fucking low.
I already know what it is.
And Greg knows what it is. I've never played a game that made me feel so emotional about a game. A game that literally, I don't think I've ever played a video game that made
It's gonna
me
be heavy,
cry. Okay.
It's Red Dead Redemption.
This game made me fucking cry. And I fucking I wouldn't even play it because like the game has this little like side thing you do when the game ends. I wouldn't even play that because I was just too sad about the end of the game, and it was fucking Red Dead Redemption 2.
You look like you're about to cry thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, I love that game, dude.
It's really good.
You fall in love with Arthur, like you just do. It's just he's such a good character, and
He's a good guy.
and the story and his arc and everything, just everything about him. And then when you find out he's gonna die, you're like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
In my mind, I'm like, he's got to find a way out of this. There's got
Yeah,
to
I
be
was
a
like,
way. You know,
he's got
it's gonna-
tuberculosis. And I was like, oh yeah,
no shit. I went and looked up when they had treatment for tuberculosis to see if it would be possible for him to make it. Spoiler alert, no.
So what I loved was when you fucked up on the horse or did something that you shouldn't have done with Arthur, and every time he's like, God damn it!
Dude,
Man, I would laugh almost every time he fucking did that.
hitting the
I mean,
tree
that-
with a horse is fucking hilarious every time.
Oh, it is.
and that is literally a game that you can just
I had
fire
a
up.
video of me hitting the tree with a horse. He's like, God damn it!
I remember that video.
Laughing just
But-
think about it.
But like you can do everything in that game. You can fucking fish, you can hunt, you can just like ride through the fucking mountains. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
just there was, and when it came out, it was like a phenomenon. Like everybody was like just immersed in it. Just it was
The
just
first one was so good.
the perfect fucking game,
then-
man.
The first one was so good, and then you got to see all these characters that you were hunting down in the first one.
Yeah.
You got to see them alive and what they were like, and then it made the first one feel a little more melancholy because, like, I'm killing.
Yeah,
all
and I
people.
played the first one too. I liked the first one, but not like I like. And the second one, or it's on the PlayStation Game Pass now, and I've thought about playing it through again, but I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do it.
Well, you might get to see another one in about 15 years.
Yeah, maybe. Dude, I mean, when they're doing that heist and fucking Lenny gets killed, dude. When the dude comes around the corner and just straight up annihilates Lenny, I was pissed. I was like, I want to kill these fucks and just kill Lenny because he's like, Lenny!
I'm telling you, dude, it makes you like you feel real emotions, man.
Yeah, you start giving a shit about him.
Really feel shit, like yeah. And when Arthur died, yeah, I was a wreck.
I feel guilty that I didn't play this game.
Oh
my god, dude!
I need
And
to-
another part that really got me was when they thought the chick was the one that blabbed about, about the heist.
Yeah.
And she's all drunk and everything, and Dutch, he's like reaching for his gun because he's thinking about blowing her away, because he basically just got a bunch of people killed and betrayed him and everything. But the other chick does it with a fucking shotgun to the chest.
Yeah,
because you see kind of like I'm gonna kill this bitch, I'll kill it, and she goes, wow. I was like, oh shit, she killed her. Damn. She's like, only women kill women.
All right.
Loved it.
yeah. Primal Soul said accidentally killing someone and the witness runs off. Yeah, that's always.
I saw that. Like, oh, you got to kill that son of a bitch. No witnesses.
Let no one survive.
Unfortunately, I played a lot of the online of that, and man, that could have been such a good game. Like the online could have been so good, but they just did not support it the way that GTA 5 got supported.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Because
I like playing because GTA 5 online is super fun, so I could just imagine Red Dead.
There's a lot of RP servers out there that are, it's really, they're fun to watch because these guys get into character and they're playing. It's good shit.
I was actually looking to see if I still have that video, but unfortunately, I don't think I do.
It's on your Facebook somewhere.
Yeah,
you just have to remember what
Yeah.
date that you posted it.
Yeah, it'll be a challenge to find it, but
It'll come up in your memories one day.
all right, Jonathan, your number one game of all
Number one.
time.
Here it is. World of Warcraft.
Oh, how many hours we spent in this game?
Oh man, dude, if I loved Warcraft, the original games, and then when this was announced, I was hyped. And then it launched. It had one of the worst launches ever. And I was playing EverQuest at the time, and I was like, "Oh man, I had loyalty to EverQuest." I'm like, "Oh man, should I jump ship?" Because World of Warcraft, And then I did jump ship, never went back, and it was just a whole
people
different
dying.
animal.
Like they wouldn't sleep; they would just play this game, and then they were really.
It got real bad for a
Yeah.
while.
Oh yeah,
Like,
people
were
relationships
addicted.
were ending. People were
Some were starting. They're having their weddings in game.
There's
So, Jonathan, it's time for a
South Park
confession.
episode about it.
I have to ask you a question first. Did you ever buy gold on World of Warcraft?
We talking about the later on when they started doing the tokens, or we started earlier?
No, when you would players would have when you could find sites online that would sell gold, and they would deliver it to you on your inbox after you paid in game.
Yes.
I will admit, I also purchased gold.
You need 1,000 gold to buy that mount at level 60,
Yep.
and killing shit was giving 2 silver. Man, fuck that. I ain't got that kind of time.
Yeah,
Now, I didn't buy 1,000. I bought 500 or something like that.
I think I bought gold. I know at least a couple times for certain.
In that way, I only did it once. But when they had the tokens, which was much later, I think you'd already quit playing. But
Probably so, yeah.
It basically made it to where you were paying them instead of some Chinese guy. Because it was definitely
what a racket, man.
Man, those
Fucking-
Chinese gold farmers, man. I don't know how the fuck they did it.
They had that shit down to a science, and they had it on every fucking server. They didn't
Oh,
care. It was always there.
They spam that fucking chat too.
Were you ever a Night Elf Mohawk?
I was not a Night Elf Mohawk. I started off playing Alliance, and then I wised up and went to the Horde.
For the Horde.
Oh, nice. The Horde.
For the Horde.
There was a movie, wasn't there?
There was. It was actually not bad. A lot of people shit on it, but a lot of people don't know like the backstory to World of Warcraft. Ironically enough, they play a lot of it, but they don't know the story. So it's just crazy. So it was literally
the Warcraft games were like
it just went under the rug. I didn't think it was bad, but no one talked about it.
And that's the thing. It was kind of mediocre, but it literally told like Dustin was saying, it was from the Warcraft games. It wasn't from World of Warcraft. Like the shit that happened in the movie was already over by the time World of Warcraft came.
So it's like a
in the story while, like in the story while.
So can anyone guess my number one? Just anyone want to try? Just
no. It's probably some Japanese game no one's ever heard of.
For Persona something.
I mean, what have I not had on my list yet? But all the Final Fantasy.
Twisted Metal.
The Final Fantasy series is my number one.
Obviously. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I thought you said you weren't gonna have all JRPGs. Like it's been.
Well, that changed whenever I had my original plan was I was gonna do it genre based. I was gonna like have 2 shooters, 2 JRPGs.
I
and was like, you know what, man, fuck this. It's my list. I'm gonna do what I want.
All
the Final Fantasy.
Why do you love the JRPG so much? Can you tell us?
They're just the games that captivate me the most, man. I get the most into them. I get into the story. I get into the characters. And then I want to see how it plays out.
Hey, he's always been consistent. He's always played them.
It's the preteen girls.
I like it.
But this was a cool picture I found that lists all of them, all the way up to 15.
What was your favorite?
Even has 14 in there, which
14
is probably the best MMO out right now. It's like the best MMO experience you're gonna find. I just can't afford to pay the subscription fee or have the time.
Primal is referring to there was this bug that basically gave you a player a disease in this, I think it was a raid, and you could carry it to other people and they would eventually die of it, but you could also give it to others during that time. So literally the game was almost shut down for a couple days because literally everyone was dying.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like it was wild.
Like
man.
they hacked it and did that? Like somebody hacked it?
No, it was like a I'm pretty sure it was a bug. Like it wasn't like something they just did. But like the CDC did a study on it because it was like a real pandemic. Like everybody figured out. Like people started dying, and the word got out. Like, hey, this thing's going around, and people just stayed away from the cities.
What was that MMO that was superheroes? What the fuck was that called?
City of Heroes.
I played a lot of that. It was good for
that was a fun game too.
There
was also City of Villains.
There was City of Villains, which was technically the same game, but just like an expansion to it. But I love the City of Villains part only because you could have henchmen as one. You could be a boss, and I was like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. I'm gonna do that. So I mean, my dude is like M. Bison, and like nice. You go like they just beat the shit out of people. I'm like, yeah, that's right. Whoop their asses. And I love that
Heroes had such potential, but they just
it really did, man.
They just dropped the ball on it.
It was so close. Like if that game had been made like 5 years later,
yeah,
man, it would have been
It's not too late, man.
It's not, but I mean, you got DCUOs out there. It's still going.
It's not as good as it doesn't have that feel the City of Heroes had, though.
It doesn't. Different. It's limping. There was supposed to have a Marvel MMO come out. It got canceled. This is during City of Heroes time. It got canceled, and then they recently had another Marvel MMO be sort of announced in development, and then they canceled that again. So I was like, man, come on, man. You right here. Like people want that.
All right. So
now,
before we get out of here, I'm going to address. All right. So next episode would be episode 100. I don't know what list we're going to do. If we're going to, I'm assuming we're going to do a list. If so, we'll have to do the Pocky challenge after the list because I won't make it through the list if we do the Pocky challenge before.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But so we're probably going to take a week off next week that way we can all get the chip and everything like that. And then the following week is when we're going to do episode 100 and do we're going to torture ourselves for your pleasure for episode
we're doing it twice. Me and Greg have been through it before. So
me and Lawrence are going to be doing it. We're going to have 2 guests on that are going to be doing it as well. And I guess Jonathan and Dustin will be here to save the show and close us down whenever we fucking
we're going to be here for moral support because I'm not putting that chip in my fucking mouth.
Yeah, they're going to be trolling us the whole time. We have moral support.
Yeah, because you guys are stupid.
Just make sure your mom's not home to yell at you on camera.
All right, well,
she's going to be part of the show that time.
That is our show. We will see everybody in 2 weeks. So until next time,
slack off.
Oh.
Can you hear my voice? Coming through the noise.